The vanilla Coke Zero?
Yeah.
Oh, hi! Hello. Welcome to Cinemateq. We're about to watch the Independent Spirit Awards, an award show that has absolutely no consequence on the Oscars whatsoever. We're basically just here for fun. We're here to have a good time. My name is TJ. Would you care to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Ozge. I'm usually in the comments, and I'm here now.
You lucky people at home could eventually end up on this couch as well. No, probably not. But yeah, we're here to watch the Independent Spirit Awards together with you. We're going to be turning up the volume on it in a minute because right now Selma is just finishing up on Hollywood Suite, which is the channel that this award show is on in Canada. For those of you who are looking for... a stream of this, if you're in Canada at least, you can sign up for a free 30-day trial of Hollywood Suite if you have Amazon Prime, and that will allow you to watch it. At least we hope so. I just got Hollywood Suite today, and I haven't really tested it beyond this. So there's always a chance that something could go horribly, horribly wrong, but we're hoping that it won't. Let's see. I don't know, up until now we've just been doing lots of talking about the Oscars, but it's kind of weird now because all the voting is done. We don't have anything else to talk about except until we get to tomorrow night.
Yes.
Over to you.
Oh. Sorry, I don't have any experience in this, so yeah, we don't have much to say about it anymore. But still, I mean, we don't know the results, so we could still...
We can still talk shit about people.
About their choices, about the awards in general. Yeah.
I wonder what they're doing.
They're...
Hollywood Suite is putting up some kind of montage of films that I believe have won Oscars in the past. Hey, Greg Kinnear from that amazing movie Stuck in Love.
Yeah, we saw this amazing little movie that's been looked over, sadly, right?
Yeah, I think it's a hidden gem.
Yeah.
Of
a movie. Yeah.
Oh, wait, we got people in the chat. We have Carlos, a former employer of mine.
Ooh.
Saying TJ is the best.
He is the best.
That's good. And then Dory had something up there, I believe, talking about how Rocco was suddenly in a CGI human thing. I think, wondering if perhaps you were Rocco.
Meow?
No, not the case. And then Carlos asking, talk about predictions. Predictions for the Independent Spirit Awards, I don't really know.
Short.
Yeah, there have been... I love the Independent Spirit Awards. I love how everyone's just like hanging out in the afternoon at like 2 p.m. in Los Angeles, and they're all just like day drinking the day before the Oscars. Like, it's a good time. It's good fun. As far as Oscar predictions go, we put out a video about that yesterday. It is pretty... It covers all the bases, I think, about what is going to win. 1917 is going to win Best Picture. Sam Mendes is going to win Best Director. Bong Joon-ho is going to win Best Original Screenplay. Taika Waititi is going to win Best Adapted Screenplay. There's some other things. If there's any particular categories that you want to talk about and get into, I'd be happy to go through it. All the actor nominations are pretty much locks, We all know who's going to be winning those. I don't think there's any real secrets there. Oh, look, the Independent Spirit Awards are starting.
Yes.
Not you too, Hal.
5 minutes, Miss Plaza.
Hi, Audrey Plaza.
What am I going to do? Thank you, 5. I can't go out.
I didn't know she was presenting this.
You didn't know that?
No.
Are you not a fan of Audrey Plaza?
No, I like her.
All right, cool.
This
must be a happy surprise for you then.
Issues with her. Yeah, it's a good surprise, I would say.
No.
Have you ever seen her in Letterman interviews?
No.
They are the cringiest, most awkward thing in the world, and it's like one of the things that endeared me to Audrey Plaza in the beginning.
Well, yeah, that's what she does.
Carlos in the chat saying, how do you feel about the sausage fest of this year's Oscars? Par for the course. I also hate it. I wish that they could be better, honestly, but they're not. And it's going to be a while until they are. We need to wait for all of the old people who make up the majority of the Oscars voting pool to not be alive anymore, to really make the awards a bit more representative and a bit better overall. But, that's just the entertainment industry as a whole.
And I can confirm that he was very disappointed when he found out that Greta Gerwig was not nominated for Best Director.
I was very sad about that. It's some bullshit.
Totally, yes.
Oh, and just to point this out, to highlight to everyone, you can see at the bottom of your screen right now, it should be saying that you can fill out the Cinemateq Oscar ballot at the link in the description. While we're watching the Oscars tomorrow night, there will be a kind of live leaderboard thing up on the screen. It'll mostly just be a spreadsheet that I've engineered that should update live with the results. And we're going to be able to track who in the Cinemateq community has the best film Oscar prediction skills. I believe, Dory, you've already submitted one. Thank you for that. I know I've put mine in. Osge, have you put yours in?
No, I have not.
You should.
I will do that tonight.
Excellent. Excellent. If anyone's wondering what's going on in the Independent Spirit Awards right now, basically Audrey Plaza is having a fight with herself. I like it.
Yeah, she's supposed to be...
Now they're making out. She's making out with herself.
No, isn't she supposed to be that character?
Renee Zellweger and Judy?
Yeah.
Judy Garland?
Yeah.
Is this... Dory, you've seen Judy. Can you confirm if Renee Zellweger makes out with herself in that film?
I don't think she makes out with herself in the film. I'm just thinking that that's who she's enacting in that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good luck.
But look, it's John Hamm, one of the most handsome people in the world.
What are you doing?
And apparently he's funny too.
Yeah, he's a funny guy.
Here we go.
Wonderful. All right, here we go.
Yeah,
Now
that was
we're
supposed to be
starting.
from that movie too, that scene. The Here We Go, I think.
Okay. There she is. It's actually almost unfair, I think, that Renee Zellweger is also nominated for an Independent Spirit Award, because you know that she's just going to win. She's just going to win the Oscars, and I feel like she's going to win the Independent Spirit Award as well. So come on, let someone else have it. But I guess Judy's an independent film, so we can't really fault it.
I don't understand awards, so I can't say anything about that.
Dory letting us know that Renee Zellweger does not make out with herself.
Yeah, no,
too
she
bad.
does not. Thank you, Dory.
Oh, Shia LaBeouf is there?
He was napping in the tent. We just built it around him. Willem Dafoe. Oh my God, Willem Dafoe.
Willem Dafoe.
And I just want to say I'm so glad that after
Who is that in the back that was waving?
No idea.
you finally got to play one. Dreams do come
There is someone behind Willem Dafoe trying to be funny, but we can't see who it is.
Do you think Willem Dafoe's best friend, or rather nemesis, is Willem Dafoe?
Could be. I don't know.
They've gone the 1940s route with the opening intro.
Yes. Is there anything you would like to say about Audrey's dress?
You mean in advance of me talking about Oscar fashion tomorrow before
Yes.
before the actual award ceremony goes live?
Yes.
Yes, it is two-tone, lot of gemstones, glitter. It is...
Gemstones.
Yes, gemstones. Those are things that exist and that people put
Right.
on dresses.
Right. Uh-huh.
Perhaps they're rhinestones. Her
Tri-sequins, maybe?
sequins.
Yes.
It's sequins are in the gem family. So everything I just said was correct.
Okay, if you say so. I'm not gonna object to that.
Oh, Nicolas Cage is there. Why?
What's happened to his face? Nicolas Cage is looking weird.
He looks handsome?
No, he just looks like sort of plastic.
That's kind of typical for him. I think he has had some work done.
Yeah. How old is he? Does anyone know how old Nick Cage is?
It's impossible to know. Some people say
Is he around
thousands
60?
of years. Other people say 20.
20? And what would the National Registry say?
Probably his actual age.
Which is...
I don't know.
Anybody know?
Let's see. We got Dory in the chat being Renee Zellweger performance changed my mind. Musicals from hating them to loving them. Dory, I got to tell you, there's a lot of great musicals out there, dude. Maybe I'll get around to recommending some. Maybe I'll do that as a video in the future. Top musicals to check out. But I don't know. When you say that you hated musicals before, what musicals had you seen that you had not liked? Because that would inform what I would suggest to you.
Also, I'm wondering what made you change your mind.
Well, it was Renee Zellweger.
Yeah, but what specifically about that movie that made him change his mind about musicals?
I don't know. Only Dory can answer that.
Yes, that's why I was asking him and not you.
We also have Miriam in the chat saying that sequins are not environmentally friendly.
Yes, they're not. That is correct, because they're made of plastic.
Dory letting us know that Nick Cage was born in 1964, therefore he is 56. Oh, Elizabeth Moss in a
Thank
suit.
you, Dory.
I'm into that.
Yes. Looking great as always.
But really, I love this show. I am honored to be here. The Film Independent Spirit Awards is so much cooler than the Oscars. You know, it's the daytime.
Can you guys let us know if you can hear the TV, or if you want it to be turned up a bit louder?
Female directors.
Because we can do that.
All two of them. But seriously, I'm so proud of how diverse this show is.
Audrey Plaza did a nice little dig on the Oscars for not having any women in the directors category.
And Jennifer Lopez is looking great, as usual.
You all saw the halftime show. You know what Jennifer Lopez can do.
She's magnificent.
Boricua. Yeah. Sup. There's so many great films nominated tonight. I'm not allowed to pick favorites. I'm not, but I have to say, I really, really love.
I feel so underdressed for this occasion.
Exactly, brothers.
Especially after seeing their dresses.
But that's an excellent T-shirt though. It's vintage. None of these guys are wearing vintage anything. You.
How do we know? Maybe this is a vintage dress.
Do I have any secret on my face right now?
I don't.
Maybe they're wearing vintage suits. We don't know.
They don't look vintage to me.
No?
Nah. Rocco, what do you
So
think?
if they don't look vintage to you, then
Then they're
they
not.
probably are not.
Because I am a fashion expert. We have established this. Let's
Yes.
see. Oh, we have Dory responding to that question from Uzge. Renee Zellweger performance brought heartache to my soul. I aged 20 years internally and emotionally.
Wow. That is very high praise. And to be honest, I haven't been interested in that movie so far. But
Yeah, I'm sorry, Dory, but I have not seen it either yet. But soon.
I might give it a try then.
Yeah.
Hi, Abhishek.
Yeah, we also have Abhishek.
Saying hello.
Hello. Also asking which category they've reached. They haven't yet. We're still in the monologue. They did an intro video type thing, and then they did a musical number, and now Audrey Plaza is doing a monologue. So, yeah, we're about 10 minutes in, and they still haven't done a category yet. Hey, it's Naomi Watts. Naomi Watts is there. That's good. Oh, now they're singing again. Are they ever going to announce an award? Is that what this award show is all
I
about?
think this is basically the end of her monologue.
Yeah. Abhishek wondering what time it is in Canada land right now. It is 10 after 5 p.m. in the afternoon. I imagine for you being in New Zealand, it is, what, 10 p.m.? No, 10...
a.m.
No, they're way ahead. Like, it's
the next day.
It's Sunday for him.
So, it's not 10 a.m. Sunday?
I
don't know. Let us know, Abhishek. What time is it over there?
Hey, it's Laura Dern and Scarlett Johansson. Looks like they're going to do the first award of the day.
5 years now, the spirit here in this tent, which is a complete lie, because I was here for your first Spirit Award, and we were on some damn La Cienega tiny restaurant and could not afford this tent. So let's be clear, the tent is new. We finally have financing to get the tent.
Abhishek saying that it is 11:11 a.m. on Sunday.
I wasn't too far off.
Super chic, guys.
Thanks, Abhishek.
Abhishek, with the time change, are you going to be able to join us tomorrow for the Oscar live stream?
The world of independent film alive and well. Film Independent Spirit Awards brings together top talent from throughout the world for much more than a day at the beach.
See, this...
I didn't write that line, but
Scarlett Johansson and Laura Dern are doing an opening monologue type thing again. They're just kind of like... They're introing the Spirit Awards again. We're on the 4th intro for this awards show.
An award that shines a bright spotlight on 5 extraordinary actors who reminded us how central a supporting
Abhishek will be with us tomorrow.
He's the nominee
Awesome.
for Best Supporting Male.
Okay, so the award we're doing is...
Best Supporting Male.
Best Supporting Male. Nominees are Noah Jupe from Honey Boy. It's a good movie. I recommend people go see it. He does really well. And then Shia LaBeouf for Honey Boy as well. Also does really well. He's playing his father in that role. It'd actually be amazing if Lucas Hedges was also nominated for this. Also for Honey Boy.
What if all 5 of them were from Honey Boy?
That'd be weird. We also got Jonathan Jacobs from The Last Black Man in San Francisco. Willem Dafoe, The Lighthouse. Dory, I know you want Honey Boy to win, but Lighthouse. It's gotta be Lighthouse, baby. Willem Dafoe is so goddamn good in that movie. If he doesn't win an award, oof. Oh, they also have Wendell Pierce for Burning Cane, which I think is like an amazing thing because the very first Cinemateq video ever put up, I talked about Burning Cane as winning Tribeca, and I was really happy for it, and it's like cool to see it here now that we've been doing this channel for like 10 months now or so.
Best Supporting Male goes to...
And the award goes to...
Willem Dafoe.
Willem Dafoe! Yes! The Green Goblin gets his justice!
Yes, he does.
Ah, it makes me so happy.
I think do you have some more comments?
Yeah, so Dory was saying that before Judy he saw 0 musicals. After Judy I saw A Star is Born. You'll have to clarify which one. I assume you're talking about the one from the 50s. Meet Me in St. Louis, Summer Stock, An American in Paris, Cats, and Singing in the Rain. American in Paris I saw for the first time not long ago. That was so good. I was so impressed with that. And then Abhishek saying that, thinking that Brad Pitt was going to win that, but he wasn't nominated for it. And then Abhishek continuing to say, it will be award season, Faye Brad Pitt for supporting actor. What? Seriously? He was not nominated anywhere else. I think Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is like not it's not an independent film. It's like made by Sony or whatever, so it doesn't qualify for these awards. Whereas Lighthouse, because it's an A24 film, is an independent film.
And apparently Dory wants Honey Boy to win.
Yeah, unfortunately that didn't happen, Dory. But if you haven't seen The Lighthouse, I think you have seen The Lighthouse. But goddamn, I really love Willem Dafoe in that movie. Also, just want to say we've got seven viewers right now. I know that Dory and Abhishek are in the chat, and I saw Miriam in there. I don't know if Carlos is still around, but if you're watching with us, let us know. Let us know who you are, where you're from, and what you think about these awards, and what you think about award season so far.
It takes two to tango. He's not here, but I share this with Rob Pattinson.
Aw, that's so sweet of him. Willem Dafoe was just saying that he he basically shares this award with Rob Pattinson.
It's
Yeah.
bad luck to kill a
Very
seabird.
sweet of him.
And then he just gave us a little bit of a "it's bad luck to kill a seabird" at the end of his speech. I love him. I love him so much. And we're going to commercial.
Is this an actual tent? They keep referring to the fact that the,
No, yeah.
the show is held in a tent.
Yeah, I think they actually just go down to the beach and erect a tent, and then that's it. That's what they do. All right, so Abhishek saying, I'm rooting for Jojo Rabbit this season. All right, I mean, I don't know if that's an independent film. I don't know if it's nominated in these awards anywhere, but we'll keep an eye out for it. Certainly it's up for a few tomorrow. And then we've got Rayhan Ishin. I'm sorry, I'm having trouble reading your name.
Rayhan Ihsan. Rayhan Ihsan.
Okay, I'll say Rayhan. Defoe should have been nominated and win at the Oscars. You're not going to find a complaint from me for that, man. I think, unfortunately, though, a lot of the old guard. Rocco, don't hit my hand. Technical difficulties on this channel mostly all arise from my bloody cat being a handsome devil.
He is very cute, indeed.
He
But
is.
he feels like playing right now, and he's messing up the cables.
There, he can do us no harm anymore.
Yeah, we're safe, hopefully.
Alright, so to go back to that, Rayhan saying that Defoe should have been nominated and win at the Oscars, I agree. But unfortunately, the old guard that still exists inside of the Academy Awards is very loyal, and I think to certain actors as well. Like, I don't think any of us should be surprised that Joe Pesci and Al Pacino won or were nominated in that category, and Willem Dafoe overlooked, especially when we're talking about a Martin Scorsese film versus an A24 like small film that didn't get much distribution. It's a shame, and I think that as history goes on, we will all sort of acknowledge that Willem Dafoe's performance was worthy of praise and nomination and award. Yeah. And we've got Phoenix saying, thanks for having a reaction to this. Can't wait to watch it anywhere else. Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for showing up and getting in the stream. That's awesome. And Abhishek saying, not this award, but for the Oscars. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, right, because Taika is a New Zealander and you want him to win. No, that's cool. I appreciate that. In the same way when it comes to Canadians who are nominated in any of these kind of award shows. I think the only instance where it happened this year was one of the short films. I think had like some Canadian money in it, so it's like a Canadian film. It's a Canadian co-production.
Yeah.
I forget which one it was.
It's the one. Wait, I will remember what it's called.
It wasn't Brotherhood, was it?
It is Brotherhood.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was Brotherhood.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's probably gonna win then.
Yeah. And if you haven't seen the shorts, you really should check them out. They're great. Most of them were wonderful,
I
right?
would say most of them are good. In a couple of categories, it's clear which film should win. I don't know if that's going to be the case in all cases, but yeah, I think all of them are worth checking out, especially in the animated category. Those were all like pretty good.
And I also thought that they have the most diversity.
Yes, absolutely. Rocco, do you not agree?
You just heard a really interesting meow from Rocco.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll get into the chat somehow. Ryan saying, LOL, thanks for trying to pronounce my name. It's Indonesian. Yes, agree on it so much. Indie and genre films still being overlooked films when talking about the Academy. Yep. And, Ryan also saying that Lupita should be in there this year. I 100% agree. And I'm pretty sure that I don't know if Us is an independent film. Oh, no, it would be because it's a Blumhouse film, and Blumhouse is considered independent. So I think that she's nominated for Best Actress here today. So that should be good. So hopefully she gets something for that. And Phoenix is asking, where did you watch the shorts? We watched them at the TIFF Lightbox in Toronto. They had each category had their own screening, I guess.
Yeah, there was a screening for movie shorts or
Narrative shorts.
narrative. They're called narrative shorts.
Yeah.
And then animated shorts.
Yeah. And there was also a documentary short one that we couldn't see because the scheduling was bad.
But some of the animated ones are on YouTube. You can see them right now if you wanted to.
One of the documentaries is as well. The documentary shorts, like Wu Cha Cha or something like that, is also there.
I'd like to say a few words about this year's Spirit Awards Ambassador. Whether it's raising money for charity or promoting the importance of independent film.
So we're back to
Traditionally goes to an
oh my god, I forgot her name.
Audrey Clausen.
Yeah, doing her bit.
And this year's selection is no different. Please take a look.
Cinemateq. There we go.
I was hoping you would mind if I looked out early on Fridays, because my kid from school, she has half days for the rest of the year.
Rest of the year? No.
No, the rest of the school year.
They're doing some kind of montage right now. I think they're talking about the Spirit Award ambassadors, maybe. So I'm just going to go back to the chat. Abhishek saying, no matter how much Oscar is shitty and biased, but still the most important award. Yep, that's the one that everyone's going to remember. Just the way it is. Oh, they're bringing out...
Yeah, they cut it the moment he was about to answer, I think. And now he's gonna answer.
So they brought out the guy from Hustlers, who was Jennifer Lopez's boss at the Gap.
Old Navy.
Old Navy. There's... Oh, yeah.
Thank you so much. So sorry. These next three female presenters are behind one of the most popular comedies this year and managed to do the unthinkable, make an independent film that actually made money. Please welcome the director of Booksmart, Olivia Wilde, and the movie star Sweeney Feltzy and Caitlin Dever.
We're getting Olivia Wilde and the stars of Booksmart coming out to the stage now. Will they be presenting an award, or will they be talking about the Film Independent Spirit Awards and what they are? We can only find out in a moment.
And I'm also wondering if our viewers have seen Booksmart.
Booksmart!
I loved it personally.
That's an old school Cinemateq joke. Let me know in the chat if you remember that one.
And also the editors, the unsung heroes of movie making. So today, let's sing the praises of our main editors, the heroes
I think we're about to get the editing award.
endlessly trying to make us all look good.
True. Tonight is a great opportunity to finally repay them. So find a nominated editor and stare.
I'm just going to go to the chat quickly. Phoenix saying that Hustlers was such a good movie. True. I agree. Good flick. And then Abhishek saying that Greta was not nominated for Little Women. It was a shame. I agree with you 100%. I say it. I think I say it every like 5 minutes when I'm on stream or like in any of the videos. It's just like, okay, editing nominations, Uncut Gems. Sorry, Chad. I'll get back to you in a second.
The Lighthouse.
The Lighthouse. Rocco, that's not your bathroom. The Third Wife.
Oh, I watched this at TIFF.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 2018.
Sword of Trust, also nominated in 2018.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was surprised to see it.
That was probably released in it was probably released in 2019.
Yeah, could be.
Give Me Liberty, also nominated. I wouldn't mind this going to the Lighthouse once again. Just everything going to the Lighthouse, please. Oh yeah, Uncut Gems. Rahan, you're probably right. Uncut Gems makes a lot of sense for that.
Goes to Bella Bronstein and Betty Safdie.
Yep, Uncut Gems. Good guess, Rahan. Good guess. Rocco? What are you doing?
Rocco's not happy.
Did you not want Uncut Gems to win?
I'm just gonna go. Should I go help him out?
Help him out how?
Just let him in
Let him into the
there.
bathroom?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So maybe he'll be happier next time.
It's okay.
And
Let's do a quick going back to the chat. Phoenix saying the Booksmart was fantastic. Yeah, it was a good film. It was a good film for sure. Abhishek saying Little Women had 6th remake earlier, but this time it was fresh and award nomination worthy. Couldn't agree more. There's actually like a really great tweet that someone put out where they're just like, I'm angry on the internet, and they were showing some guy for some publication, I can't remember what it was going through each of the nominees for Best Picture at the Oscars. And for Little Women, he said, "This is the 7th adaptation of this film. I don't know why this was even necessary. It shouldn't even be nominated for anything. Get the hell out of here." And then it went down to Joker and said, "What a fresh, amazing film that reeks with originality." And then someone like tweeted back and was like, "You do know that that version of Joker is the 7th adaptation of the character." And it was kind of just a moment where you're like, yeah, people do suck. Let's see. Dory's saying Booksmart was good, but not for me. I am anti-drugs. Alright, I respect that.
Yeah, I get that.
Abhishek saying Rocco wants Cats to win every award. I think even Rocco is sophisticated enough to know that Cats is not a great film. But he hasn't seen it yet.
So I'm also wondering what Dory thought about Cats, since he's a new fan of musicals.
Dory, don't see it. It'll make you hate
No,
musicals all over
he said
again.
that he saw it.
Oh shit, that's right.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, I thought that meant that you saw a good version of it. Oh,
Is
hey.
there a good version?
It's a stage musical.
I just assumed that he saw the movie.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, I hope you saw the stage production.
So now I think we're doing Best Documentary, and we've got 2 dudes from
A bunch of things that we've seen.
no, they're both from Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad. It's Giancarlo something, and the other guy was in Little Women. I feel so bad right now. Oh, Bob Odenkirk.
Yes.
We're doing Best Documentary. Honeyland nominated. Apollo 11, which I thought was going to win the Academy Award, but didn't actually end up getting nominated. A little bit of egg on my face. It's actually interesting. I think this might be one of the only categories in the entire show where...
Or Selma is also nominated. Sorry.
No, it's okay. Where the nominations for this and the nominations for the Oscars actually overlap almost exactly. The 3 that they've already done... Oh, no, except for Apollo 11, of course. But yeah, this would be American Factory. So that's 3 out of the 4.
Which you thought was boring, apparently.
I watched the first 10 minutes of it, and I understood like what they were trying to do.
What were they trying to do?
Also, Island of the Hungry Ghosts is nominated. They're just showing like small town America being taken over by Chinese corporations, and the ways in which doing so undermines unions and is in fact bad for workers. And it's meant to be an indictment on how globalization is hurting Middle America, etc., etc., etc.
There you go. You don't even need to see it anymore.
Oh, what actually just won? Shit, we missed the winner.
We'll get it.
American Factory! On their way to the Academy Award.
The Academy Award?
Yeah, the Oscars.
Oh.
Like they're winning this on the way to the Academy Award. Let's go back to the chat. We have Rahan saying, "Love The Lighthouse, but editing and uncut gems is terrific. Such a thriller." True. And then a retracted comment, Rahan. What did you say? And then saying, "Cats will sweep at the Razzies." Yeah.
Yes.
And you know what?
That is for sure.
It would actually be great for the film to do that, because as it's developing its new career as a
terrible movie.
well, not a terrible movie, but like a Rocky Horror Picture type film, or The Room type film, where people just go see it every month, wear makeup, and like sing along to it. Like winning all the Razzies would probably help it in that regard. And then we have Abhishek saying, "I slept in that movie, wasting $24. Uncut Gems or Cats?" Abhishek, let me know. Dory wanted for Simon to win. I know that you love that movie, Dory. I also really enjoyed it as well. It's available on YouTube to watch for free. Dory was actually the one who told me about that, which was super great.
Abhishek also thought For Sama was gonna win. And he thinks that it's a strong movie and might win the Oscar tomorrow.
I know that it's an easy film to pull for, considering the subject matter and the kind of personal relationships you develop with the characters, but and I'm not sure how much I got into this in the prediction video I put up yesterday, but American Factory is like an unwieldy steamroller right now in terms of best documentary. It won't lose. I know that like we want films like For Sama to win because of what they bring to the table as far as what they teach us about the world and how the conflicts that happen all around the world affect people. But American Factory is gonna win. Tune in tomorrow to find out if I'm wrong, but it was one of those films that I said was a lock. So
he's saying that it was Cats that made him waste $24.
Yeah, I had a not so great screening experience with Cats as well. I was a little drunk, and I just wanted to go see something at 9:30 in my local theater, and I got in there, and it felt like it was a little dim, and that the audio wasn't mixed correctly. It was strange.
Maybe the audio made it actually better.
No.
How do you know?
Because if it was done properly, I would have liked it more.
Or maybe you would not, because it's a bad movie. I don't know.
But I would have liked it. I think I would have liked it more. And we also had Rahan saying, so American Factory really is going to win at the Oscars? Yep. Yeah, my dude. Totally.
Abhishek wishes he was also drunk.
When he saw Cats.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be the way that most people watch Cats as we go into the future.
Yeah.
Ooh, the American Factory people are being played off the stage. This does not bode well for their. They're getting it all out now before they go to the Oscars tomorrow and win.
They're taking a commercial break.
Carrie Brownstein and Annie Clark are coming up next. I wonder if they're going to talk about their movie that just premiered at Sundance that I talked about in that Sundance video. I get to plug all of my former videos. I love this.
Oh, Elizabeth Moss is also coming up.
My favorite.
I love her.
She's like my second favorite Scientologist, I think.
Who's the first?
Tom Cruise.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't like him.
But he's great. He's trying to die on film.
Is he?
Yeah. He had to buy the Mission Impossible franchise so he could get himself insured for all the bullshit stunts that he does all the time. And when I say bullshit, I mean amazing.
Okay. I don't like him.
That's fine. But he's great.
I mean, not that he likes me. He needs me to like him.
We have 9 people watching the stream right now. One of those could be Tom Cruise. He might be reacting to this right now. He might be starting his own reaction stream to our reaction stream, talking about us talking about Tom Cruise.
Maybe he's bored of the awards and he's going like randomly.
Yeah.
Just picking videos on his YouTube account.
Maybe.
Giving them a try.
I'm actually kind of surprised, like, the degree to which Tom Cruise participates in his own stunts and does his own stunts. You'd think he'd be out there, like, every day saying we must have a best stunt category at the Oscars. Like, he'd be just, like, it would be part of his speeches and everything. Like, he would be so impassioned by it because to him it would be almost an easy way to get an Oscar. Like, look at me. I'm flying a helicopter, and now I'm dangling off a helicopter, and now I'm hanging on the side of a plane, and now I'm jumping from building to building. Like, give me an Academy Award for being a crazy stunt person.
Do you remember though one of the stunt he pulled at one of those awards shows? Was it the Oscars? Where he climbed over the seats. He started jumping up and down, and Katie Holmes was there, I think, at that point.
I mean, I remember his reaction to telling Oprah that he was so in love with Katie Holmes.
Yeah, no.
Where he was jumping up and
But
down.
it was a similar thing. I'm sure somebody that is watching us right now remembers that. So I remember watching a documentary that suggested that he was pretty much blacklisted from the awards shows.
Oh, interesting.
Because of his behavior that one time. He's become the persona non grata.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's kind of fascinating, actually.
I don't know if it's true, but that was what was suggested there. I'm wondering if the volume is a bit too high right now.
I mean, people can hear us fine because we're closer to the mic than the TV is.
Okay.
I assume. If you guys are having trouble hearing us and the TV is too loud, please let us know. We also have Dory in the chat saying the Cats is available for rowdy viewing at my local Alamo Draft House. It's already started happening. I don't know if I told this story actually with you guys already, but I think there's some new people on the chat, or new people watching, so I'll tell you again. I went to see, I think it was the preview screening of Underwater that I was going to see for that review that I put out, and when I was going into it, or going up the elevator to, or not the elevator, the escalator to the top, there were people in front of me who had cat whiskers drawn on their face, and they were obviously going to see Cats. And then as the timing just happened to work out, my screening of Underwater happened, or got out just as their screening of Cats got out. And so I was behind them on the escalator going down, and one of them turned to the other and said, "So, how many paws was that? 4 paws out of 5? 5 paws out of 5? What are we rating it?" I'm just like, oh my god. We're like 3 weeks or 4 weeks into Cats being released, and we're already here.
Okay, I now I want to see it. Just to make fun of it.
Yeah, that's the only reason to see
Yeah.
it. Let's see. So Rahan's saying, I missed that conversation, sorry, who got blacklisted. We were just talking about how Tom Cruise appears to not be in these award things anymore, because apparently he did some weird shit at an Oscar presentation a few years ago, and hasn't really been allowed
10
black.
years ago.
Over 10 years ago?
Do you guys remember when he won? Was it the Oscar? I feel like it was the Oscar. He won a big award, and he climbed over the seats. He started jumping up and down.
The only thing I remember
He was
him
overjoyed.
even being nominated for was Best Supporting Actor for that PTA film. The one where the frogs fall at the end.
Tamara Jenkins.
Why can't I remember the name of it?
The frogs fall?
Yeah, it's the ensemble
It was an
cast.
Oscar. It was at the Oscars, says Abhishek.
And yet, in 2019, women only.
But he didn't win that one. He lost to Michael Caine, I think, for Cider House Rules that year.
So Abhishek, did he win the Oscar that year or not?
Magnolias. Dory, yes, Magnolia. Thank you, Rahan, Dory. Thank you. Y'all got my back. And so Abhishek is also saying, so whom you think will take big swipes on major categories?
1917.
I mean, 1917 is going to win Best Picture and Best Director for sure.
Joker?
Joker will win Best Actor and Best Score, and that's it. Laura Dern will win Best Supporting Actress. Renee Zellweger will win Best Actress. Brad Pitt will win Best Supporting Actor. If there's any others you want to know, let me know, because I kind of have them all in my head, but I don't think I could list them all.
There is a whole video about it that you can watch.
There is,
if you'd like
Abhishek.
to.
Unless I'm misunderstanding your question, in which case, please correct me.
Congratulations to our 2020 Bonnie Award winner, Kelly Reichardt.
Oh, so they're giving Kelly Reichardt an award for something. It's an honorary award. Or the Bonnie Award. Kelly Reichardt's pretty sick, y'all. I suggest checking out her films if you can find them. They had a retrospective on the Criterion Channel of her stuff, actually, that's pretty good. I don't know if it's still up there or not, but there might be a few films hanging around. Yeah, Meek's Cut Off, Wendy and Lucy. Night Moves. Night Moves is great. Really like Night Moves. What was the film that Certain Women. Was the one that she did.
Was also great.
I think that's the one she did with Kristen Stewart, right?
Yeah.
Certain Women? Yeah. I really wanted to see that. Abhishek saying, haha, you have already announced the winners, now I can skip the Oscar tomorrow. No! You have to come back to see if I was right.
Yeah. And you have to make sure, you should make sure that you fill out the form.
Yep, link in the
DJ's put up.
Link in the description. Play along with us. Oh, and now we're getting Carrie Brownstein and Annie Clark, also known as St. Vincent. They had a film called, I forget.
I'm so terrible at names.
What is it? It's this. But it's also this. Here are the nominees.
Yeah, Annie Clark and Carrie Brownstein had a film at Sundance where... Okay, sorry, I'll finish that later.
Best cinematography.
Best cinematography.
The Third Wife
The
again.
Third Wife. The Lighthouse better win this. Although Uncut Gems might... Ooh, Midsommar.
Midsommar.
Also a good, strong one. The Lighthouse.
The Lighthouse, yes.
Rahan wants Lighthouse. I agree.
Honey Boy.
Honey Boy also.
And
Hustlers.
Hustlers.
I think it's Lighthouse, y'all.
And the Spirit Award for Best Cinematography goes to
The award goes to...
Jared Blaschke.
Yes! Yes! The Lighthouse won! Yes! I am hyped. I am pumped. I am amped. I'm feeling good.
I would like The Third Wife to pick up something though. It was a good movie.
It's nominated for... Oh no, it's not nominated for Best International Picture, weirdly. Rahan saying yay. I agree. Also, Dory coming in with the hot Tom Cruise stuff. He was nominated for 3 Academy Awards: Best Actor in a Supporting Role for Magnolia, Best Actor in a Leading Role for Jerry Maguire, and Best Actor in Leading Role for Born on the 4th of July in 1989. But I don't think he won for any of those. Or did he win for Jerry Maguire?
And it wasn't in the 90s. This happened in the early 2000s. He was with Katie Holmes at that point.
Yeah. I mean, he must have
I think
done
they
something,
were
but I wonder if...
dating.
I have no idea what he would have done, because he wouldn't have won anything. So I don't know why he would have been coming out of the crowd unless it was for like a bit. Like some kind of
No,
fun
it was...
time bit.
People thought that he was completely unhinged because of his behavior.
Yeah. And he was. Like, that was that's when we all thought Tom Cruise was crazy.
Yeah.
Because that would have been right around the Oprah interview as well.
Yeah.
That was a very short speech. Oh, hey, it's the sandwich guy leading him off.
Which he's the sandwich guy now, which is much appreciated.
Bong Joon-ho!
Writers and filmmakers of the past year with the awards for Best First Screenplay and Best First Feature.
Yeah, Dory just saying Tom Cruise won 0 Oscars. Yeah.
No, yeah, he won 0 Oscars, but when was that time where he went crazy after winning an award? Where was he jumping up and down?
Tom Cruise.
Jumping.
Jumping.
On couch.
No, but that's Oprah.
That's gonna be Oprah, yeah.
Oscars.
The river jump scene in Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid was actually shot.
Well, he gave an opening for the Oscars post 9/11. I don't know. List of awards and nominations. 5 reasons why Tom Cruise has never won an Oscar. Ooh, I bet they talk about it here.
They might be.
He's too mainstream. He was robbed from Magnolia. His best work isn't noticed. His co-stars get all the glory. That was only 4, and the article is done. Oh no, story continues.
Oh, okay.
His personal life.
Yes.
The couch jumping incident on Oprah. That little escapade probably set his career back a few years, as did coming out the loser in the post-divorce PR battles with Nicole Kidman and Katie Holmes. And there's Scientology. But it's possible the store tend to be more conservative. I don't know.
No, they're not talking about it. They're talking about the Oprah incident.
Yeah, there's no mention of what
I
you're
will look it up
think.
later.
What up? We got 9 concurrent viewers. Probably got some new people coming in, coming out. Good to see you guys here. Thank you so much for joining us. If you're just joining us, we're about 48 minutes into this stream. We are watching the Independent Spirit Awards. They're at commercial right now. If you're interested, if you find this little banter that we're doing here fun, just let you know we're going to be coming back. Well, I'm going to be coming back. I don't know if you're going to be here tomorrow. But we're going to be doing an Oscar live stream. And there is a ballot in the description below. You can click on the link and fill it out. We're going to be doing a little leaderboard for the whole thing. We can all compete against each other in a fun kind of way.
Ooh, what does the winner get?
The winner is going to be me. So I'm just going to get the satisfaction of being
Besides
able to
you.
look into the camera and say, I told you so. But no, the winner will just get shouted out, and they'll get my eternal gratitude, and I'll defer to them in all things Oscar predictions in the future.
Okay. Okay.
And with that, we're back down to 6 concurrent viewers. They all hated my little My little pitch.
I don't think they hated it.
I
Maybe
think
they were
they
just
probably
looking for the actual award show itself.
Yeah. It's actually one of the
And this isn't it.
It's actually kind of funny, guys. I don't know how much you look at the analytics for this channel. I mean, probably not much. But I certainly do. And so when we, for example, finished doing the SAG Award live stream, I'm pretty sure I was talking to maybe like 8 or 9 of you the whole time. And then when I looked at the stats afterward, it showed like 1,000 views, but only concurrent viewers of like 10. So it was literally just people being like, "Oh, the Spirit Awards," click, and then being like, "Oh, it's just some ginger guy talking," and then they go away.
Yeah.
Also, whoever that blonde girl is, I'm pretty sure I follow her on Twitter. I think she's like a local filmmaker, but I don't know why she was just featured there.
I don't know. I wasn't looking at the screen.
I'll point her out next time.
Please do.
The following program
And we're back,
is
almost,
best efforts.
in a second.
May contain coarse language and mature situations. Viewer discretion is advised.
The Truer Than Fiction Award goes to...
Truer Than Fiction Award.
I'm Nadia Shihab. I'm the winner of the Truer Than Fiction Award. Shadowlands is a personal
So,
documentary
I'm guessing there was some kind of Independent Spirit Award that was done before this, because they're talking about the Truer Than Fiction Award, which appears to not be something that they're handing out tonight, but just telling us about that happened previously.
And it went to Shadowland.
Oh, okay, so according to Abhishek, Tom Cruise was walking on top of chairs at Oscars during commercial break.
Oh. Okay, thank you.
I really relate to these next two. Every morning we're faced.
Why was he doing that though?
Question.
He was probably drunk.
Am I an actress who also models, or am I a model who also acts? Presenting the John Cassavetes Award, Margaret Qualley and Joey King.
So now we are handing out the John Cassavetes Award. Not really sure who these two people are. Oh, the one on
I know the one on the left.
the... I know the one on the right.
But where do I know her from?
The one on the right is from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. She is the one who tries to offer Brad Pitt fellatio in the car, but he politely refuses.
Nice of him. She's always in indie movies. That's all I can say. Yeah.
She wasn't in Stuck in Love, though.
No. Thankfully, no. Please. I don't know whether to say that you should watch it, definitely, or avoid it at all costs.
All right, so the John Cassavetes Award. I guess these are nominees. Give Me Liberty is nominated. Premature is nominated. Wild Nights with Emily.
This is Emily Bronte, right?
Perhaps.
Colwell.
Colwell. It's a good word. Colwell.
Glad you like it.
Thank you.
Do we have any new comments, perhaps?
Oh, Burning Cane. Okay, so this must be the award for Best First Feature. Because I think Burning Cane was also a first feature. Sorry to interrupt you.
No, that's totally okay.
I was trying to retroactively figure out what this award was for. I think Burning Cane's going to win this one.
And the John Cassavetes Award goes to...
Come on, Burning Cane. I want to see a 19-year-old accept an award.
Give Me Liberty.
Oh, Give Me Liberty. And they are super hyped.
Of course.
Yeah, let's go back to the chat for a second. We had Rahan saying, LMO, I understand what you guys are saying. People like me want to catch up with the show, but it's not available everywhere, so the last thing people do is looking for it on YouTube. Yeah, I figured that's always what's happening. And I think it's kind of, I think to some extent that works for what we're doing, because I've had a couple of people just stumble on the stream and stick around for the whole thing. So it's a way of reaching an audience. It's just unfortunate that, more people don't stick around. And then we have Phoenix saying, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood for Best Picture. I don't think that's going to happen, man, but It's a good film. It's a good film.
This is the first film
And Rahan's saying that John Cassavetes is best film under $500 million. I assume you mean to say $500,000, maybe? Yep, you corrected yourself. Right on, right on. I don't think people realize how difficult that is. Like, back in the day when I was working in the film industry, both of the features I worked on had budgets in the like $1.5 million range, Canadian, and they were considered like very low budget. More than you would typically get for a Canadian film, certainly, but still like low budget. You're like scraping together to get those films made. So making a film like a proper feature film for under $500,000, that's real tough, guys. Super tough. Abhishek saying not heard and watched most of the indie films. I think in the case of the John Cassavetes Award, that's understandable because these are very small films, very small budgets, not much distribution. I think it's actually great that the Independent Spirit Awards gives them this kind of platform.
No, it's John Cassavetes.
And yeah, it's cool. I like that they're doing it.
I think.
And Lori's talking about his favorite
John Cassavetes film.
Yeah.
Which is Mikey and Nikki.
Have you seen it?
I have not.
Me neither.
I have to come clean. I have a shame list, as we all do. I've only seen one John Cassavetes film, which was The Killing of a Chinese Bookie, which was good. Although I feel like I need to really like immerse myself into Cassavetes' work to really get it. I think in the same way where if you just watch one David Lynch film, you're not really getting David Lynch as a director and as a creator. But yeah, I need to watch more Cassavetes. And I had 5 of them at one point, but then I sold all my DVDs and Blu-rays, so I don't have them anymore. But they're probably on the Criterion channel, so that's fine.
Yeah. Do you think that movie we saw, Blood in the Snow, was that
Dead Dicks?
Yeah, I was trying to remember what it was called.
Guys, Dead
Do you think
Dead
that was
Dicks,
under
good movie.
$500,000?
Oh, that movie was under $100,000.
Oh, well,
That was super
pretty
low
good,
budget.
I think.
Yeah, definitely.
For what it was.
Yeah. That's the kind of film where I think people are just like you try to make it in 10 days, you don't eat the entire time, you're cold, you're starving, and you're just praying that the script
We
is
did
strong enough to
actually
carry it
talk
through.
about how, like, some people are cold. Yeah, that naked guy.
Yeah.
The guy who's naked in the movie. He was cold for a while.
Yeah.
Quite a while.
Yeah. Speaking of that, shamelessly plugged old videos. I did do a review, sort of wrap up of the Blood in the Snow Film Festival. It's an independent Canadian horror film festival that happens in Canada or in Toronto every year.
And you can find a video about it on the channel.
Yep.
That he made back in October.
No, that festival was in late.
No, it was November. It was November.
That video was probably early December. But my 2 favorite films from that festival were Dead Dicks and Puppet Killer. Which, if you're ever just looking, Puppet Killer is great if you're just looking to kill an afternoon and watch like a funny horror film that like really does the references to the old stuff. It's pretty great. And Dead Dicks is just good because it's a really great example of what you can do with almost no money. Yeah, and it's a really cool concept as well. And they really like nail the concept, and they don't break their own rules. They don't break their own logic for the sake of story. Like it's a well-crafted film, narratively speaking.
And it didn't feel like horror though, did it?
No. Blood in the Snow is always skewed more towards being like a genre film festival, but I think they might have started out more horror oriented, as the title would suggest.
Right. Okay.
And then we have Abhishek saying that they just submitted to the poll. Thank you very much. You are now submitted into the sweepstakes, where there are no prizes, but there will be a winner. Anyone here? Do we have anyone in the chat who was not here when I talked about this?
Basically.
We're doing an Oscar. We're doing an Oscar poll. Link in the description. Check it out.
Sorry, should I not have said that?
That we're poor?
Yeah.
We are poor. And then Abhishek also saying, I want Parasite to win original screenplay, foreign film director, and film. I think in my prediction video, I did say it was going to win original screenplay, and it definitely will win foreign film or international film is what they're calling it. Director, I think, goes to Sam Mendes because that's what all of the awards leading up to the Oscars have said, the VGAs especially, and the Golden Globes and the BAFTAs. And for film, I don't think it can really beat 1917 in that category. I hope it does. If I end up losing the Oscar pool because Parasite wins Best Picture, I'm fine with that. I'm totally fine with that.
Although Pacino developed the film, the role was also
We're just watching a little bit of information about
Scarface.
There are a lot of commercials in this award show. Like, they're really padding this out.
I guess.
It was only after seeing Meryl Streep's powerful
I feel like we've been watching more. Oh, Sophie's Choice is on Hollywood Suite too. I need to watch that.
You haven't seen it?
No. I told you, I got a Shameless.
I mean, I do too.
I have a lot of blind spots, especially in terms of like Woody Allen films as an example, because I don't really want to watch his movies. Roman Polanski, I have a couple of blind spots, but once again, I don't really want to watch his movies.
There are some movies that you guys feel that you need to see, but you haven't yet.
Yo, tell us about your shame lists. What is on your shame list? Let's go. I want to see these. Nothing but support, though. Nothing but support. There will be no making fun of. We will make fun of each other, maybe.
Oh, I have quite a few movies on my shame list.
I have a crazy shame list.
Yeah, me too.
Alright, let's go back to the chat. We got Abhishek saying, Oscar need to open up and see around. True, but it won't happen until they get rid of the old people, or at least until the old people are outnumbered.
Until they get rid of the old people.
Yeah. Abhishek saying that I feel Parasite was better than 1917. True. And also saying just one-take movie can't make it Oscar-worthy. I think it's everything that goes into making it a one-take movie that makes it Oscar-worthy, mostly because of the people involved in it who are making it.
But I'm still mystified by the reaction to that movie. I mean, it was good, but it was nowhere near the best.
Yeah, I feel like it's a film.
I don't get it.
It's a film that's winning on its technical merits as opposed to its artistic merits, even though those things do overlap quite a bit. Like production design, I think it's going to win for that simply because it's really hard to recreate a
I would understand that, but Best Picture and Best Director, I don't know. Because there's so many other great movies.
Yeah, no, I don't agree with the winning Best Picture, but I can also understand why people vote for it. What do you think about this guy's shirt and how it's fraying at the sleeves?
Love it. Earlier he was just wearing that t-shirt that he's wearing inside. Oh, it's a jacket.
Is it?
Yeah.
A short sleeve jacket?
Yeah. No, I mean, clearly it's inspired by the kimono.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess to make it look more like it's just been inspired by it and it's not a kimono, they decided to go with this maybe.
Oh, we're doing Best First Screenplay. Interesting.
See You Yesterday.
That is on Netflix right now. Driveways. Greener Grass.
I would like to see that one.
Blow the Man Down. I like her as an actress.
Me too.
I forget her name though.
Me too.
The Vast of Night.
Of Night, yeah.
The actress I was talking about, if you've seen The Leftovers, it was the woman in the first season who she's also in Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah, she's the aunt.
Yeah.
No, not the aunt. Sorry.
No, it's the aunt, isn't it? Her mother?
No, she's the aunt. She's the aunt.
Yeah.
Sorry, I confused aunts with Marthas.
See You Yesterday gets it, so you can go check out an Independent Spirit Award winner on Netflix right now.
I wonder if there was partial Chinese contribution to this, because she's also wearing something that looks like traditional Chinese.
This is probably something that might be in fashion right now.
Maybe, or maybe it's because it was just the Chinese New Year.
True. It was
a while ago, yeah.
Going back to the chat, we have Dory saying that their favorite Woody Allen movie was Bullets Over Broadway. I have not seen that one. I think actually the only Woody Allen films I've seen are Manhattan and
I've seen quite a few.
Midnight
in Paris?
No, I haven't seen Midnight in Paris. What's the one where Jeff Daniels comes out of the screen and it's like Last Action Hero, but it's a romantic comedy?
Annie? No.
No, the pink letter of Cairo or something?
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
That's not the right name, but...
Rose.
Pink Rose of Cairo?
Just the Rose of Cairo, maybe? I think I've seen it. I've seen it, I think.
Yeah.
Let us know, what is it actually called?
We don't have the internet. Clearly, we can't look these things up.
I don't know where our phones are. Where is your phone?
I don't know. Not in my pocket.
Mine is over there.
Okay.
But I don't want to get up now.
Going back to the chat, Rahan saying, I saw a stat of the Oscars above the line categories, picture, directing, 4 acting, 2 screenplay, compared to the BAFTAs, and it shows that in the last 10 years, they've never 100% matched up. Oh no. That means that my Oscar predictions might be all fucked. Or maybe this is just the year. So then we've got Abhishek saying, my favorite Woody Allen movie is Vicky Cristina Barcelona.
Oh, I think mine is Match Point. Have you seen Match Point?
I have seen it.
Scarlett Johansson?
That's not Scarlett Johansson.
It's not?
No,
it is.
Isn't it Kirsten Dunst? Oh no, that's Wimbledon.
No, yeah.
That's another tennis
Scarlett
movie.
Johansson. Yeah.
True, okay.
Okay, so,
And
yeah,
got-
but Vicky Cristina Barcelona, that was good too.
Oh, now we've got Dory. Oh, with the shame list. The Grand Budapest Hotel, good movie. Call Me By Your Name, super amazing. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, totally incredible. Toronto Shot for Toronto, looks so good. Pan's Labyrinth, awesome. Boyhood, haven't seen, but I've heard good things. So go check him out. Scott Pilgrim, there's a ton of fun,
I haven't seen Boyhood either, by the way.
Scott Pilgrim is incredible. It's like maybe the best comic book movie ever made.
Really?
Yeah.
The best.
Yeah. Like just straight up enjoyable. Everything that went into the craft and the construction of that film is everything that you would expect from an Edgar Wright movie where he had a budget of like $100 million.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like you just said the same thing about Harley Quinn a few days ago.
That is the best comic movie ever?
Yeah.
It's not the best comic movie ever.
Okay.
It would be like Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, Road to Perdition, and then other ones that I couldn't even possibly rank right now.
Yeah, there's his top 2.
For everyone who wants to know, Jeff, is it Jeff Gaffigan or Jeff?
I don't know. I just know Elizabeth Moss.
Yeah.
I'm not good with names.
Best first feature, everyone. We're handing out best first feature.
The Climb.
The Climb. I want Bernie Kane to win this because he should be nominated in this. Oh, Last Black Man in San Francisco. That could take it.
I'm the last one left. I'm with you, bro.
See you yesterday.
See you yesterday.
Yesterday, nominated again.
I'm curious about this one.
Yeah.
Well, that went well.
Booksmart.
I love the Barbie scene in this movie.
Yes.
Let me know if you know what I'm talking about.
I love the female masturbation scene with Jason Sudeikis. Let me know if you know what I'm talking about.
That wasn't masturbation, but yes, that was
Wasn't
also a funny movie. I think I think they were looking up how to do.
Oh, and they just find the porno?
Yeah. But
Diane and the Mustang are also nominated.
We're doing a terrible job.
I think it's okay if we're reading off nominees and then we start talking about masturbation. I think that's fine.
Yeah. I think they were talking about how to do girl on girl
Oh,
blowjobs.
right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Booksmart.
Booksmart wins!
Yay!
Justice for Booksmart.
I love Booksmart.
Rahan, you got your wish. Olivia Wilde gets it.
I got my wish too. We got our wish.
Yay.
Yes.
Oh, then, excuse me. Am I going to burp? Yeah, excuse me. Sorry, everyone. Rahan saying at least 2 categories have different winners, so it's quite difficult to predict all categories have the same winners with the BAFTAs. Probably original and adapted screenplay and picture might give surprises. The adapted and original ones in the video where I talked about them, the screenplay awards, those are the ones that I talked about being like the ones that could totally destroy your Oscar pool. They're the ones that are the most closely contested. But once again, like in the case of best adapted screenplay, if if Little Women, if Greta Gerwig beats Taika Waititi, and I know Abhishek, you don't want this to happen, but if Greta beats Taika in that award, I'm not sad. I'm actually quite happy
Yeah,
because
I'm
I
not
want
sad
Greta.
either. I love Greta.
I want Greta to win so
She's
badly.
my favorite.
But yeah, you're right. You're right, Rahan. There could be some surprises in those two categories for sure. Best Picture, I'm less convinced of because 1917 has been winning everything. Like it won the PGA award, it won the DGA award, it won the BAFTA, it won the Golden Globe. Like they probably invented some kind of new award show to give it an award for. It's just been winning everything. So I'm pretty confident in 1917 taking Best Picture. Abhishek with his top 5 shames. The Curse of the Golden Flower. Interesting pick. Little Miss Sunshine, Titanic, Blue Jasmine, and The Shape of Water. Okay. Shape of Water is great. Run out and see that immediately. Especially if you're into like sort of old, not like movies that are old, like new movies that try to be old-time Hollywood, but this one definitely pulls a lot of its love from old-time Hollywood, and it's so earnest and beautiful in the way that it approaches the subject matter, especially because we're talking about like a love story between a woman and a fish man. It's really wonderful. It's the cat.
And also, it was shot in Toronto, I believe.
Yep.
And the scenes that take place in the movie theater, those are the Winter Garden Theater in Toronto.
Yes.
If anybody would like to know.
Fun fact, Guillermo del Toro loves Toronto. He actually lives here part of the year, and he often will do a programming series at TIFF, or I'll help out with it. I also heard that the local independent theater near me, the Fox, they did a screening of Frankenstein once, the original Frankenstein from 1931.
Oh, and then he showed up?
And he showed up because it's one of his favorite movies. So if I had just gone to see Frankenstein, I could have been in a theater with me and 4 other people and Guillermo del Toro.
And about 2 years ago, he did a masterclass series at TIFF.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
and it was so cheap. And I'm so sorry that I missed that one.
Yeah. Just going back to those, Curse of the Golden Flower. I haven't seen either, but I wanted to see it because I think it's the same director who did the Jet Li film Hero, and it's the same kind of like very colorful palette, same kind of I forget the name of the genre, but that style of like Chinese kung fu movie, like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, as an example. I've always wanted to see that, and Little Miss Sunshine is good. It was like part of that like quirky.
Yeah, it's one of the first in the tradition, sort of.
Of like what an American independent film was,
quirky,
like the
independent movie was.
It kind of created the cliche of what an independent film was.
Yeah.
But because it was first, it's still good or better or. Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
No, it's
it
like I like it.
I like it too.
It's Paul Dano's first film, or at least the first film that he really got known for. He's pretty good in that. So yeah, that's a good one to check out.
And Titanic.
I haven't seen Titanic in a long time.
Oh, wow. Wait, you haven't seen it in a long time, or you haven't seen it at all?
I haven't seen it in a long time.
Okay, yeah.
I think my parents had like a double VHS copy of it that we watched once in a while.
I think I've seen it 3 times in total, but it's been a long time for me too. Yeah.
And Blue Jasmine I haven't seen, so I can't speak to you, Abhishek. I'm sorry.
I saw it.
Yeah. What did you think of it?
I felt like it was too heavily influenced by the Streetcar of Desire. What is
A Streetcar Named Desire?
Yeah, sorry. I couldn't remember what it was called.
I'm not even sure what Streetcar Named Desire is about, except for a guy yells out Stella really loudly. I believe The Simpsons taught me that lesson.
I mean, he admitted that, not just admit, like he openly says that he was influenced by that.
Okay.
But I think it was a bit too heavily influenced by that. I don't know.
Fair. Just so everyone knows, we're at another commercial break now.
My favorite director is on TV right now.
How do you pronounce her last name?
Celine Sciamma.
Oh, Sciamma.
Yeah.
I've been mispronouncing her last name for a while.
She's a French director, and she's the director of Portrait of a Lady on Fire.
And those kind of
She's
stories
brilliant.
are told.
If you haven't seen any of her movies, please do. She's wonderful.
So now we got Rahan saying Booksmart was his number 8 film of the year. Also, Rahan, I'm sorry, I've been referring to you with male pronouns. Raihan. Sorry, I've been using male pronouns for you this entire time. If I've been fucking that up, please tell me and I will change my ways. I need to stop doing that. And then Dory's saying to Abhishek, oh my, you've never seen Titanic? Yeah, I never saw the whole movie, says Abhishek. And then Abhishek also saying The Curse of the Golden Flower is a great movie. Wait, but that's
not... It's a family drama.
No, he says it's a great movie. Oh, and it's a family drama.
Yeah.
But, Abhishek, I'm sorry, Curse of the Golden Flower was on your shame list. I thought you haven't seen it.
Well, maybe he hasn't seen it, but he knows that it's a great movie.
Oh. Yeah, that could work.
Could be that.
And then Dory's saying that they went to the Titanic Cemetery in Halifax, Nova Scotia. Damn.
Oh, it's in Halifax? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think it's...
Really?
I think that's the closest port to... I think it's the port that they were sailing to from England. They were sailing to Nova Scotia.
Yeah, but I still didn't know that there was a cemetery there. Interesting fact. Thank you for that.
For those of you who want to know, they're doing a Lighthouse bit on screen right now where it appears that Audrey Plaza is playing the Robert Pattinson role and Willem Dafoe is being played by Michael Shannon. Michael Shannon needs more roles, y'all. Put Michael Shannon in more movies.
Agreed. Yes.
Oh, Abhishek was saying that his list was...
movies he hasn't seen in a long time.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay, thank you for clarifying.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Abhishek also saying
the last one? I can't read, yeah.
Blue Jasmine was a funny movie about two sisters and got Cate Blanchett her Oscar.
Yeah.
Although she also won an Oscar for that Bob Dylan movie that she did. Although that was the best supporting actress film.
Wait, what was it called? I Am Here? Something like that.
I'm Not There?
I'm Not There.
Yeah.
Sorry. The complete opposite.
There was also the one that Joaquin Phoenix did, like the next year, that had a very similar name. I think he was riffing on that film in particular. I think that's working. And there's also the Bob Dylan documentary that's like Don't Look Back or something like that. I forget. The one that D.A. Pennebaker did.
I don't know that one.
Oh, Rahan saying, yes, I can use he, him pronouns. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
The host and the award show is a thing of the past. You're a relic.
I gotta say, we're like an hour and 15 minutes into this awards show, and I feel like we've only been doing the. I feel like the only big awards we've done are best documentary and best cinematography. I guess we've done best editing and best. Actually, I guess we've done a few. It's just been a lot of like first feature, low budget feature stuff. The last few ones. Abhishek saying that we should watch Curse of the Golden Flower tonight.
We could do that.
We could. If it is available on streaming somewhere in Canada, I will find it. I will hunt it down.
We definitely do not pirate movies.
Nope.
No.
Nor do we advocate for it.
No.
Alright, Best International Film, also known as the Parasite Award.
This year, yes.
Hey, it's Zazie Beetz.
I love her outfit. She's wearing a very dramatic dress. This giant poofy sleeve. And she's got hearts on the dress. It's beautiful.
Oh, Portrait of a Lady on Fire is actually nominated in this category. Unlike the Academy, who has that weird thing where it has to be one film per country.
And it has to be a man, apparently.
What?
It has to be a man who directed the
movie.
Of course,
yeah. Oh, Visible Life from Brazil nominated. This was so good. I saw this at TIFF 19.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's great. The Invisible Life of... it had a different title back then, but it's now called Invisible Life. Retablo.
Oh, this looks wonderful. I would like to see this. Parasite. Surprise!
Is anyone planning on seeing the black and white version of Parasite that they've been putting out into theaters? And what do you guys think
really?
about? Yeah. Ooh,
Why are they doing that?
Portrait
Portrait of a Lady on Fire.
The also the cinematographer for this did Atlantics, which you can watch on Netflix right now. It was Manny Diop's first film.
The Souvenir.
Oh, so they don't do foreign language here. They just do outside of America. Interesting.
As it should be.
Yeah. Souvenir is real good too. I enjoyed that.
Les Miserables.
Talked about that on the channel. Had a nice little discussion about it.
This is a good movie.
It was. Yeah. Les Miserables was a really good movie.
And the Spirit Award for Best International Film goes to Parasite.
Oh my God! It was Parasite. I am shocked. I am shocked by this news.
I don't know how I'm gonna recover from this shocking.
What an
news.
upset!
Yeah. Oh, look at Greta Gerwig.
Oh, she's so happy.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's go back to the chat here. Abhishek just letting us know that it is available online, and then I think he started laughing at us for talking about how we don't pirate movies.
Thank you, Abhishek.
Dory's saying that they want Portrait of a Lady on Fire to win. Dory, have you seen it? I mean, obviously, I guess you have, since you're saying that you want it to win.
I kind of wanted it to win, even though I haven't seen it, because I love Sidney Sheamus so much. And he's gonna get the Oscar anyways, so this one could have gone to her.
True. Although she might be nominated for Best Director as well. So maybe she wins that. Although Bong Joon-ho will probably win Best Director.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah.
And then Rahan saying, I love The Souvenir more than Parasite, though. That's a totally valid take. Souvenir was great. Yeah. I think, in terms of that, Parasite, I think, will probably be... It might have the longevity. I'm not saying, I can't pronounce words.
Longevity.
Longevity, yeah. Shit. The longevity, because it deals with that more broader theme of class struggle and things like that. But The Souvenir is like a very good. It's an excellent portrait of a relationship and the extent that you go through and can go through in order to keep a relationship alive, even though it might be toxic. And in that case, it definitely is a toxic one. And I think it appeals to cinephiles because the lead character is in film school. You know, she has to go and get her
they love
film
that kind of
developed. Yeah, it's
stuff.
true.
Yeah,
It's true.
yeah.
It's like catnip for us.
Yeah.
But yeah, Souvenir was good. I wish it got more love overall this year. But they're making a sequel. So
they are?
There's that, yeah. It's one of the few independent films I've ever seen actually get a sequel.
Yeah,
it's coming
that's
out.
so surprising.
I think it's coming out in 21. I think it's coming out next year.
Okay.
But A24 is producing it again, so you can check out progress for it on their website, I think. And then Rahan saying, in quotes, "pretend to be surprised" moment for this. We try our best. We're not,
and there's a little smiley.
Yeah. No, that's a.
That's not a smiley.
Oh no, that is a smiley. Yes. I thought you were talking about the frown.
No.
Oh, and then Abhishek asked, you were supposed to watch the 60-shot montage on Parasite. Did you get a chance? Sorry, Abhishek, no, we did not watch that. I apologize for that profusely.
We'll watch it when?
We'll watch it tonight.
Yeah, we'll watch it tonight. Don't worry. Promise. And I think you missed a comment there.
Which one?
Rehan's saying, I want to watch Portrait, but it's still not available.
Oh, true. It's not even available in Canada to watch yet.
Yeah.
The only chance we had was at TIFF.
No, it is coming out at TIFF again, though.
Yeah, it's coming out in a week. But I'm saying we haven't had a chance up until now.
Oh, yeah.
Except for at the festival.
Mm-hmm, that's true.
Yeah, so...
Which was surprising, and they only held like 2 screenings at the festival, and they were sold out, of course.
Did they only do 2?
Yeah, I think so.
I know they had one at the Elgin, and I can't remember where the other one would have been, but they usually do at least 3. That's so weird.
Yeah, because I remember people saying the same thing. You know, it's a highly anticipated movie. It's sold out. Why are they doing only 2? But they did for some reason. I don't know.
Okay, I just realized that I don't know how to pause things now, or not pause, but mute things while I do this. So I'm just gonna go to the bathroom and be very quiet.
You didn't have to say that. You were
So
going to the bathroom.
everyone, ignore all the sounds you might hear.
Oh, so it's me alone now.
Yep. Good
luck.
I believe in you.
Okay, guys, what should I talk about now?
I think
Tell me in the comments. What should I be talking about? I am not as knowledgeable about movies, mind you.
Your favorite movies from 2019.
My favorite movies from 2019. That's a very difficult thing to talk about because if I start thinking about the movies that I liked, I'm sure I'm gonna blank out on that one and won't remember what I saw in 2019. Let me check out the comments. Where were we? Recently, okay, Dory's saying recently Portrait of a Lady on Fire, Leapfrog, Parasite as my favorite 2019 films. Oh, okay. Great, so you liked Portrait of a Lady on Fire. Have you seen any other movies by Celine Sciamma? Let us know. And Abhishek saying, I can tell the website where you can watch all the movie. Oops. Thank you, Abhishek. I think we're good for now. Thank you so much for the offer, though. Raihan saying, yes, I also heard about the Souvenir Part 2, one of my most anticipated films. Yes, I think it's going to be one of my most anticipated films of 2021 as well, which is so weird to talk about because we barely made it into 2020 just now and we're talking about next year's movies already. What are some of the movies that are highly anticipated for you this year? And what else is happening? Oh, Doris saying, I think TJ is anti-piracy. Are you anti-piracy, TJ?
Hello. I believe that the people who make films should get paid for the films that they make. However, I also acknowledge that when films get to the distribution standpoint, all of the people who make the films have already made their money because they're unionized and getting paid hourly wages. And I also think that piracy on a whole does not affect the distribution or the sales of a film and can in fact be beneficial for it in terms of spreading word of mouth. So I wouldn't say that I'm anti-piracy, I just want the people who do all the work to get paid. Okay, bye, I'm gonna go get more drinks for us.
Thank you very much for that.
Hello everyone. How's everyone doing?
So there you go. You have TJ's views on piracy. And Abhishek's saying, rightfully so I think, because not every movie gets released around the world. So the only option available for watching online is piracy, which is not wrong at all. I think I agree with you on that, Abhishek. Usually around the world we don't have access to everything, and even when you're willing to pay for something, sometimes you just don't get it. So maybe piracy is then the only option you have. Yes. And as DJ was saying, it helps with the word of mouth. So, oh, by the way, they're doing a funny bit. What about the movie? I'm not gonna be able to describe this. It's just so weird. There is a chorus of men singing about the movies that have been nominated for Spirit Awards and actors in them. It's just so weird. You just gotta see it, I guess. Yeah, the movies that I saw in 2019 that I liked. Oh, I really enjoyed what's the Almodovar movie? Body and Soul?
Pain and Glory.
Body
No,
and Soul.
Pain and Glory.
Pain and Glory,
no,
yes.
It's Pain and Glory.
Yeah, it is.
Do you want
Body
to go
and
over else
Soul.
on the outside?
No, you go back to your own spot.
Okay.
I don't want them to confuse you with me.
That's true. We do look very similar.
Yeah.
So, what did you guys talk about while I was gone?
I went through the comments. We talked about piracy, whether it's right or wrong.
I heard that part.
There are some very weird shots on the screen right now that distracted me. And then Lori was saying that Portrait of a Lady on Fire was one of his favorite movies recently.
Right on.
And then I was asking him whether he has seen anything else by Stanley Chiyama or not. And that's about it, I think. Abhishek's saying so many movies from 2019 weren't released in New Zealand, including Parasite, so I shamefully support online websites which release movies and at least I can see them. You shouldn't be shameful about it though, I would say. You're rightfully supporting them, I think.
Honestly, and I think it's something that only changes when part of this chorus that's happening, they just got to like Laura Dern being in oh god, why did that movie just fly out of my head? In Marriage Story. And then now the only thing the chorus is doing is just singing Laura Dern's name over and over and over again. And Laura Dern is freaking out and doesn't know what's going on. It's wonderful. I think if you can all...
basically how I'm feeling right now.
Amazing. And yeah, Rahan also saying it's also expensive to buy online. I don't have that much money at the moment, so pirating is the easy one. But I hope someday to stop this habit. Yeah, I know what you mean by that. Like, I know that when I was in, especially when I was in university in like the mid to late 2000s, I just didn't have the cash, didn't have cable, couldn't go to the movie theater all the time, and so, you know, pirating was just an easy way of doing it. And now that I'm like older and have a job and I can direct my money to where I want it to go, like I can, you know, afford the Criterion Channel subscription, and I can give money to Netflix, and I can rent occasionally here and there from like the Google Play Store. Actually, I have something I can tell you guys about that will help you be able to get online movies from the Google Play Store, and it's totally legitimate. But I'll go back to that later. Yeah, honestly,
remind us.
Yeah, I think just, you know, watch movies the best way you can, but also try to vocalize how you're watching stuff and why you have to watch them that way. Because the more that people think that other people, that viewers want to see stuff, the more they'd be willing to pick it up for distribution and put it out there. Like, one of my favorite films of TIFF 18 was a film called Junpa. I forget, I think is it Taiwanese? No. It's Tibetan. It's a Tibetan film that was absolutely wonderful. And I know that I will probably never see it again.
Yeah,
I can't even pirate it. Like, it's not even up to the level that someone would put it on a pirate site. And I hate that, and I hate that virtually no one else is going to be able to see it. But the more that we go out online, and like right now, as I say, yo, Jimpa is really good, everyone should see it. You know, there's interest that goes into that, and it can only help.
Also, they're announcing the nominees for an award category that
I believe it's original screenplay.
Is it?
And we just saw Burning Cane, and now it's Uncut Gems.
No, it was Clemency.
Oh, it's Clemency, sorry.
Yeah, it was Clemency, Uncut Gems, Marriage Story.
Yeah, definitely doing original screenplay.
You're exactly like your mother. Everything you're complaining about her, you're doing.
Jason Begay and Sean Snyder.
To Dust.
To Dust.
Of grief, of mourning, of healing. But what's your friend's name? Shmuel. Jesus loves you, Shmuel.
Joel Alvin Craney, High Flying Bird.
High Flying Bird. Okay. These are actors I recognize.
Good. Good for you.
Oh, this is just best screenplay.
Oh, not original screenplay.
Yeah, it's just
best screenplay.
That's weird.
And the Spirit Award for best screenplay goes to Noah Baumbach.
Hey!
It's Marriage Story.
Noah Baumbach won an award.
Yeah.
I thought he would actually make it through the entire award season without winning an award for Marriage Story. Because he was getting shit. Like, he wasn't winning anything. So, yeah. Alright. I'm so glad that Greta Gerwig's husband could get an award for something. Let's see. Gonna go back to the chat. Rahan saying, I'm planning to do zero piracy, but for now, I guess because it's so limited to watch all the movies in here, most blockbusters are the ones that are easily distributed, so it's really boring. Yeah, I get that. And then Abhishek saying, I don't want to buy a movie. I don't have space to keep them, so it's better to watch online for free. But if anyone but if any one movie get released in theaters, I make sure I go and watch them. Yeah, it's that kind of stuff, you know, like, it's important. And it's also, I think, important to note that in a lot of cases with piracy, people who are, let's say, not like us, people who, I mean, I don't want to say not like us because I don't want to say, like, there's a division between people. But essentially, I think part of this comes down to the fact that people who pirate movies were never going to pay for those films in the first place. They're just curious about a film, and they go and they watch it, right? Like, there are so many films that get released at theaters. I can never watch all of them, and I make sure to direct my money towards the ones that I actually do want to see. But if there is something that comes up and I have to get it out from the library, it's most likely that I was never going to pay for it in the first place. And the reason I'm watching it is like for an academic reason, or for the purpose of this channel, or something similar to that. So I don't know.
Rayhan's happy that Baumbach won. We're also happy, I think.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I'm happy that he won.
Yeah.
Good for him. And then Abhishek saying, I guess Curse of the Golden Flower is available for free on YouTube?
That's
really?
awesome. Thank you.
That's dope. Alright. I'll have to check that out. I gotta say, though, I'm a bit of a quality Nazi. If I can't watch that in 1080p, we will be going other routes to find that film.
Say hi to Greta, who, even though she made a movie too expensive for the Spirit Awards, she's no less independent than anyone here.
Baumbach's talking about his wife, Greta Gerwig.
I love that.
And
Little Women was too expensive to be here.
Yeah, she's made a great movie.
Inspiration and everything. Thank you for this. It's really nice. Thank you.
Aww, that was the sweetest thing.
Rahan just saying, so the Laura Dern song just popped up in my Twitter timeline, and dude, it's weird. Yeah,
it is weird.
It is.
That's why I was having difficulty describing it to you guys.
Female Actors of the Year, and Robert De Niro presents Best Feature.
So it's 6:30 right now. We've been doing this for about an hour and a half. I think we've got maybe an hour left or so.
What do you love so much?
I don't know. I don't know these things.
I don't know. I think I'm just letting everyone else know. We've got about an hour-ish.
And the cat is...
He's just playing with... Oh, I don't know, he's eating something. Can you answer that question that just came up?
Oh, there's a question?
Yeah.
Are you guys doing red carpet for Oscars? Asks Abhishek. Yes, we are. Right? Yeah. I included myself too.
You're more than welcome to join.
So I'm doing it too now, which I'm sure you wouldn't complain about it. Also because like you're probably not keen on talking about dresses.
Well, I think you would be much better at talking about the fashion aspects than I ever would be.
I will try. I will try. Oh, here is the kitty.
Who does not want to stay.
Ooh. Yeah.
Love you, Rocco.
Thank you very much. Very nice.
I'm just watching the replay.
Oh, he's saying that we need to follow the dress code.
Black tie?
I mean, it's easy. Maybe it's easy for me too. It's easy for you, I was gonna say, but you don't. Do you have a white shirt?
I do have a white shirt.
Okay.
Whether
Never
or not.
seen him wear it.
Whether or not it has been to the dry cleaners this decade is another matter altogether.
This decade. By this decade, which decade do you mean? The one we just
the one we are
entered?
currently in. Yes, the 20s.
So it's been only a month?
No, it hasn't been. It hasn't been dry cleaned in a very long time.
Okay.
Oh, is that Zed? Nice.
Getting distracted by the TV?
Yep. Sorry, guys. Hollywood Sweet's trying to convince me to keep my subscription past the
I think
free
you
thing.
should.
On Hollywood Suite.
But I don't. I mean, Janice owns the Criterion Collection on Hollywood Suite. It's
Yeah,
fine,
you have
but I have the Criterion channel.
Yeah. That's true. So yeah, the dress code. We might give it a try.
He's biting your cord. Rocco.
He's biting my cord. The cat.
Do you care?
It's okay. I'll go save the cord. and I can't get up.
You can do it. I believe.
Please don't eat the cord.
Let's see. Abhishek also want to know what time is Oscars tomorrow. So, I had planned on starting the red carpet live stream for 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then the actual awards would get started at 8, about an hour later. Although I did see that coverage by the television station in Canada that's covering the Oscars starts at 5:30 Eastern Standard Time. And I'll be honest with you guys, I don't really want to stream for 6.5 hours straight. So I think we're going to stick with the 7 p.m. thing. But if you want us to start a bit earlier, we could probably do that. I just don't think I'm going to be able to do it from 5:30 going forward. I don't know, Asgay, what you think about that?
About what?
About starting streaming at 5:30 in the afternoon and going until midnight?
Until midnight.
Yeah, let's not do that. Let's not do that.
Yeah, let's... I don't know if we... I mean, it's Monday, the day after, so...
Yeah. I mean, I took the day off work, so I can recover, but...
yeah, and the cat is here.
Oh, hello. Did you bring treats?
Just one. Just to bribe him into appearing.
Good kitty. Abhishek wants to know what time it is right now. It is 6:36 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Just look at this category, Dina.
Yes, good cat, good kitty.
To present an historic moment.
For the first time at the Spirit Awards, all 5 nominees in an acting category are women of color.
Oh!
Oh, wow.
So for the first time in the history of Spirit's Independent Spirit Awards, all 5 nominees in the category are women of color.
Is this for Best Supporting or Best Actress, though? No, this must be Best Supporting.
Yeah, they haven't done the supporting one yet. So.
Ladies, well done. Because of your talent and especially your perseverance, young girls can look at creative...
Rayhan loves the cat.
We love him too.
A night furry cat. He is. He is definitely that. He's not the puffiest cat in the world, though.
No. He's a very warm and loving cat.
Yeah. Unless he's being a little jerk. And then he's just being a jerk.
Well, that's just... He's being a cat.
It's true.
That's part of the charm. Best supporting female.
Best supporting female.
Jennifer Lopez.
I would actually love to see her win this, just so she can give a speech and maybe call out the Oscars for fucking excluding her.
Taylor Russell.
Oh, Taylor Russell in Waves. Waves is so good. God damn.
Yeah, it's one of his favorites for 2019.
It was basically my number one until I saw Little Women, and now I'm not sure which one is my number one.
And Octavia Spencer is also nominated
for Loose.
Best Supporting Actress.
Oh, Saoirse Sen from The Farewell is also nominated.
I'm so happy you
pronounced
her name. Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta dive right in.
Yeah. Rocco.
Lauren Lolo Spencer.
And then we got Lauren Lolo Spencer from Give Me Liberty. Rayhan's saying, looks like everyone wants Farewell to do well here. And Abhishek also saying J-Lo, this is her last hope.
And the Spirit Award for Best Supporting Female goes to Zhao Shuzhen.
Zhao Shuzhen won!
Farewell.
The Farewell, goddamn. But she's not there, which sucks. I would love to see her give...
maybe because she's...
in China?
Yes. But also maybe...
China, and accepting on her behalf the Farewell's inspired director, Ms. Lulu Wang.
Oh, nice.
The director is accepting the award.
Yeah, Lulu Wang
on her
is doing
behalf.
it. It looks like she... Oh, I couldn't tell if maybe she got mobbed by someone who was giving her a hug because her dress looks a little out of whack, but I guess that's how it's supposed to look.
I don't think so. I think it's supposed to be off the shoulder. No. One side is supposed to be back.
Yeah, look at this. These guys are partying in the chat right now. Everyone's stoked.
Rayhan's so happy.
Yeah. Also, Abhishek, I wanted to just acknowledge that you said that you had a white Persian cat when you were in Malaysia. That's dope. That's awesome. But also, let's get hyped for The Farewell winning something. Super happy for that. And then Dory's saying that Taylor Russell new horror movie is coming out soon, Escape Room 2. Oh, Dory, I have so many opinions about the first Escape Room film. Let me know if you're a fan of it first before I maybe go off on a tirade. And then Rahan saying, too bad she's not there. I agree. That would have been amazing. Although part of me wonders if maybe the Chinese government is restricting people from leaving the country. I don't know.
I don't think so. I think that would be just bad publicity, no?
Didn't you hear what? Or did you hear
what?
It's
because of the coronavirus.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that could be it.
Yeah, there was a Caribbean cruise line that just announced that they were not allowing any people from China onto their cruises anymore. Like,
right.
Just stopping.
Yeah, could be it. You're right.
Working together so well.
Yeah, Abhishek saying that right there. Stupid coronavirus took her moment to shine.
And everyone just really made an effort to respect those differences. And I know that she would really want to thank Aquafina, even though they didn't speak.
All right, Dory, I'm gonna come to your comment right now. Escape Room 1 was fun, but I hated the third act, and I completely agree with you. Yeah, I was fine with the film up until like literally the last 5 minutes, and then I just hated it. I hated it so much, and it just tainted and killed the entire film for me, and I wanted nothing to do with it beyond that. But now that it's Taylor Russell, I think she was the one. I think she was in the first one, right? And now that seeing her in Waves, like I'm a big fan of her, and I want to see her do well. So I'll support her and watch Escape Room 2. But my God, the last 5 minutes of Escape Room were just so stupid. I don't like being harsh on films like that, but it was just dumb. It was so. And if I have any say in it, you never will.
You're watching the Film Independent Spirit Awards.
Rocco's being a good kitty. Right? Right?
Oh, Rahan's saying, oh shit, so Zhao is in China right now. I hope she's not getting sick. I assume that she's in China because she is a Chinese actress. It's just that there have been reports coming out that the Chinese government is restricting the movements of Chinese citizens out of the country because of the coronavirus. They're trying to limit the spread of it. So that could possibly be the reason why she's not there. She could, for all I know, she could be working on another film and is just unable to make the flight. But I guess because coronavirus is front and center in everyone's mind, that's just the first place where my mind jumps to.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
And Abhishek saying that Lulu Wang did deserve the nomination along with Greta, which I agree with. Best directors.
Yeah.
It's so insane that like the best directors for this year at the Oscars could have easily been like Bong Joon-ho, Greta Gerwig, Lulu Wang, your favorite, Celine Sciamma.
Celine Sciamma.
Celine Sciamma, and like the director for Honey Boy as an example. And then you have like all women, almost all people of color. You got Bong Joon-ho, and like I don't think anyone looks at that list and says, yeah, these people didn't deserve it, or didn't deserve it more than the people who actually were nominated.
Yeah.
And you actually have a better list because Todd Phillips isn't fucking on it. So, we need to have our own awards with beer and hookers.
Hookers? Really?
It's a Futurama joke. Have you ever seen Futurama?
Yeah, I saw like the first season back when it first came out.
That's the not good season.
Yeah, so I would be able to get that, yeah.
Okay. Abhishek saying even original screenplay for Farewell. Yeah, that would have made a lot of sense. But fuck us, I guess. I hate the word people of color. It's like being racist, but in a good way. Interesting take. In that regard, I take my cues from that community.
Yeah, they call themselves.
Yeah, they call themselves people of color. So that's what I default to. But yeah.
Yeah. May I have the remote?
You may.
It's very distracting, this TV. I'm just gonna turn it down a little bit.
But just during the commercial, I think some of these guys might be.
During the commercial.
Yeah, that's fair.
No, wait.
I get it.
No, I get it.
No, we both get it.
Okay. What else is happening?
That was
yeah,
it.
That's it.
That's
okay.
it. The chat
Okay.
has fallen silent.
Okay. So which other? So I think up next is gonna be best supporting actor.
I guess. No, they didn't. No, best supporting actor was the very first award we handed out.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Who won? Short memory here. Sorry.
It's not even that short. Like it was an hour and 45 minutes ago.
Yeah, and we've been talking about a lot of things. I totally forgot. Who won?
Willem Dafoe.
Oh right.
Or
And
Willem
he-
Dafoe, as I like to call him.
Yeah, and he thanked Rob Pattinson.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Okay. Back to the awards.
Hollywood royalty.
Aubrey Plaza is on her fourth dress.
Yeah, and she's looking magnificent.
I'm so excited to introduce him.
So shiny.
I want to scream like an unhinged maniac, but that's more his thing. Nicolas Cage, everyone.
Oh, Nicolas Cage coming out to do something.
With his dad bod.
That's a pretty good dad bod, though.
But he looks weird. So guys, like he's in this white getup with like a white leather jacket. But I personally think that it looks try hard.
Over the years,
I mean, that's Nicolas Cage to a T,
played my
though.
part in a number of marriage stories. Oh, yeah, you like that, huh? So please believe me when I say that Noah Baumbach's Marriage Story is more than a cinematic masterpiece.
He's
or a
saying how much he
human
loved
cautionary tale.
Noah Baumbach's
As I see it,
Marriage Story.
Marriage Story contains a sort of hard-won wisdom and emotional truth that makes it required viewing for anyone considering a divorce.
And it should be required viewing apparently for anyone considering a divorce.
Noah Baumbach. And the wonderful performances by Adam, Scarlett, Laura, Ray, and the rest of the incredible cast.
Ray
The
Liotta.
Robert Award is about honoring ensemble work that captures.
What is the purpose of him being out there?
And this
He's
cast
presenting
comes
an
together
award?
in an extraordinary
Then why is he
way
only
to
talking about Marriage Story?
families
Because it's
sometimes fall apart.
Or is this like the Oscar thing where they talk about the films nominated for Best
This is a
Picture
heartfelt tale.
and just let you know about them throughout the
perfection,
award ceremony?
Told perfectly. This is Marriage Story.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
that is what they're
okay,
doing.
yeah.
All right, chat time. Abhishek saying, have you seen the movie with Crown actress about father and daughter relationship, which was showcased at Sundance? Which Sundance? Like the one that just happened? Because no, I have not seen that.
Olivia Colman.
Or is
No,
it,
the Crown actress.
is it
The
Claire-
younger one?
Claire Foy?
Claire Foy?
Claire Foy? Let us know which one that you're talking about, Abhishek. Rahan saying, what do you think about the Robert Altman Award? It makes the actors not eligible to be nominated. I expect and want Sandman to win tonight, but Driver is so strong if he was there. I forget what the Robert Altman Award is supposed to celebrate, or what the award is supposed to be for. I feel like you guys just know more than we do at this point. Yeah.
Also, he's saying, is it Robert Altman now? I was just talking about it. Haha.
Oh, he's saying, oh, so it's the Robert Altman now? I was just talking about it. Oh, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Because we're talking so much that we
But they didn't say
missing.
anything about Robert Altman though.
But he did say something like, I heard a few words where he said, like, this is an award for best ensemble drama or something like that. We'll find out soon enough.
Yeah, if someone comes up to you and accepts an award, then we'll know for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, Robert Altman
Oh,
Award.
it's the Robert
There you
Altman
go.
Award.
Thank you, Raihan.
Rahan, you should start your own stream, and we should be watching you. You know what's going on more than we do. Alright, Abhishek saying that movie is talking about Sundance 2020. I haven't seen it yet. Sundance just ended like a week ago.
And he's
so,
saying
yeah.
that he didn't really like the Marriage Story much.
Yeah.
That's
Which is
okay.
fair, you know. I think, yeah. It's okay to not like Marriage Story. I really enjoyed it.
Oh, and Raihan's saying Abhishek's talking about The Father, and it stars Olivia Colman and Anthony Hopkins. Thank you.
Okay, I'll keep an eye out for
seen it.
I'll keep an eye out for it. I think maybe for this week, the Friday video is going to be talking about the award winners at Sundance, and if The Father I think the father might have won something. I'd have to check.
I want to thank the
But if it did, I'll be talking about it
for that
then.
introduction.
And then, oh my god, this chat moved kind of fast. I don't know what's going on. Abject saying...
Dory is saying, in my humble opinion, Claire Foy is super underrated actress.
I agree, although I really hope that that girl in the Spider's Web movie that she did doesn't hurt her career, because that did not turn out well. And then...
Rayhan saying, Olivia is the lead actor in the newest...
The Crown series, in season 3. I think she plays Queen Elizabeth. Abhijit saying, thanks for On the Father. I heard it's a good movie, and many people talking about this movie shining at award season next year. I actually saw some tweets about that where a couple of journalists were saying, like, guys, if we're already talking about the 2021 Oscars, maybe we should stop being the people that we all complain about, like a few months in the future from now. But I also understand that, like, when we look at Sundance, we want there to be something to rise up from the crop and to be like the one that starts the trend and starts the conversation. But it's almost like people who start putting up Christmas lights before Halloween, like, just give it a minute, you know? And then Rahan saying, mini buzz already happening for Anthony Hopkins to be nominated again next year. That'd be pretty wild.
Yeah, that would be.
Yeah.
It would be. Do we like Anthony Hopkins?
Do we like him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do? Okay.
I'm
not sure of anyone.
Sir
right?
Anthony Hopkins.
Sir, sorry, yeah.
Oh, do you mean from like did he ever do something shitty in the past and we're not allowed to
Yeah,
like
it's not just the Me Too, just like overall, you know, these big actors have been known to be pretty full of themselves.
Right. I don't know. It's something like that.
Hopefully he hasn't done anything horrible.
Yeah.
And we're allowed to like him.
Yeah. I think we are definitely allowed to like Sir Anthony Hopkins.
Okay.
Abhishek saying, but it's good because it will help people to watch movies when they get buzz for next year award season. Oh, definitely. And I think the films coming out on Sundance, you're going to start seeing a lot of them hitting Netflix. The ones that got picked up by Netflix and Amazon or whatever, those should be hitting probably in February or March, depending on their theatrical distribution deals, or if they even have any of them. And then the ones that are hitting theaters, they'll probably be more in the April-May categories, maybe trying to avoid the blockbuster season, or they'll just be saved for theatrical distribution into October, November for award season. So yeah, it definitely helps to start get the momentum going for those films for sure. I think it's just difficult, especially for journalists at this time of year, because they're doing Oscar content all the time, and now they're trying to get people to be aware of and care about films that we're not going to be really caring about maybe for another 13 months or so.
Yeah.
And it's just, a lot of oxygen.
Sometimes even for longer.
Yeah, a lot of oxygen right now is being spent on the Oscars.
Nick Cage looks ridiculous.
He does.
I can't get over it.
Rahan saying, by the way, about the Robert Altman, it's an award for specifically ensemble cast and also director plus casting director, and this year goes to Marriage Story. So Adam Driver, Scarlett Johansson, and Laura Dern were not eligible to be nominated, and I assume he means for individual awards.
Because of this one.
Right.
Yeah. Thanks for explaining that. We didn't know that.
Yeah. The Independent Spirit Awards has some weird quirks, but overall I like it.
Yeah, no, me too.
Especially the degree to which they go out of their way to spotlight, like, small films, like truly independent films. Like, I got to appreciate that kind of stuff.
And just to return to this idea of independent cinema, it's the honest, unfiltered voices of so many of the nominees here today that makes me excited for the future.
And it feels more sincere overall.
But also it's able to laugh at itself a bit more than the
that's
Oscars
why
are
it
able
feels
to.
more sincere. Even though the dress code is different for this one, it's not a black tie event.
No, it's not.
And which is why Nicolas Cage is wearing that ridiculous white leather jacket. But even that, like, there is something about seeing a room full of men wearing these suits and taking themselves so seriously, as if they're saving the world or something. So
a few of them think they are.
Yeah, probably.
Close up with Mark Ruffalo. He thinks he's saving the world. And you know what? He's trying.
Yeah, so anyways, like seeing, even that makes a difference, I think. Not having that rule, that dress code.
Abhishek wants to know if we have seen the two popes. I have.
I haven't.
So, just the answer to
I'm
that.
not big on religion, so...
I mean, neither am I.
Yeah, no, but usually, and I remember from one of your videos too, you said that
you watch the videos on my channel? Oh wow, thank you.
Yeah, I even comment sometimes.
That's true. But as you were saying,
I was saying that you said that you don't really care about the subject matter as much as how the movie's been made and how it approaches the subject. Whereas I do care about the subject matter a lot, and if it's something that I'm really not interested in, or if it's something that I don't think is gonna make me a better person somehow, then I just don't watch it, I guess.
That's fair. Yeah, I do. I try to stay to that ideal as best as I can, because I feel like just being in this position of like talking about films and wanting to be knowledgeable about films, there really can't be anything that I turn my nose up to.
Of course.
But then also, there are many films that I do that for. Like every Transformers film past the first one, or maybe the second one. I am not so keen on the cinema of Michael Bay anymore, as an example.
Anymore?
The Rock is an excellent film. Let me know in the comments if you agree, or in the chat if you agree that The Rock is a great movie, a great example of action cinema from the 90s, perhaps the pinnacle of action cinema in the 90s. I would not fault anyone for agreeing with me on that, or saying something to the contrary, of course. God, what the hell were we talking about? Subject matter.
The two popes.
Yeah, the two popes.
Sorry.
No, it's cool. So I guess.
No, I was saying sorry to. Who was talking about the two popes?
Abhishek wanted to know if we had seen it.
Yeah.
But I think it's worth seeing. I think Abhishek, you said that Anthony was funny but good in that movie, and he does a good job in playing a Hitler Youth who was nominated to be the Pope. Oh, is that Aileen B? Sorry.
Yes.
I'm getting distracted by the TV again.
I think it's Ashley.
Aisling B?
Yeah.
But yeah, the two popes plays out a lot like a stage play, which is something that I like seeing in films from time to time. I don't think that all films should be this way, because the essence of cinema is essentially in movement, in the moving image, and how we can juxtapose images to create meaning with one another, and so on and so forth. And so when you just have basically two people talking in a room, that becomes a much more. It feels like it's more like a theatrical play that was filmed rather than a film. I'm digressing. But I do like seeing it from time to time because it really allows the actors to just act and to not be worried about, I don't want to say complicated blocking because that's part of like a very good performance, is being able to work inside those confines. Basically, they're not running away from like a green screen because something is supposed to be blowing up behind them. And it just lets people like interact and talk with each other. I think it's not a film example, but the HBO series In Conversation, or In Therapy. No, it's the one with Gabriel Byrne. I think it's called Gabriel Byrne. I think it's called In Conversation. It's an excellent example of just actors being in a room, being able to like do their shit to the highest possible degree, and have amazing moments because of it. So yeah, I do enjoy films like that. I think Fences, the Denzel Washington film from last year or 2 years ago, it actually was based on a stage play. It's another example of that.
Osage County?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there was that Roman Polanski film, Carnage, which I saw before I started not liking him. That is also based off a stage play. Very similar thing. You got 4 really good actors in that, just doing everything that they can inside of one apartment. And yeah, the two popes felt a lot like that to me, and I really liked it on that level.
words. It may contain coarse language and mature situations.
I think a bad use of that technique is the Steel Magnolias. Yeah. I think you haven't seen it, right?
I have not seen Steel Magnolias.
Yeah, no, I don't think it works. I mean, it is an adaptation from a play.
No, I didn't know.
But it still feels like a play, and it feels choppy. It's just not well made.
Okay.
I know some people would kill me for that.
I think maybe we missed a lot of things going on in the chat. Oh, no. Okay, so Abhishek's saying, I don't understand most of the religion as not exposed to them, but this movie talks more about the flaws and controversies happening in the church, molesting kids and the wrong things happening. Very true. And then saying how the two people talk about it and attempt to understand it. Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was very much based around the Pope having to, the Hitler Youth Pope having to renounce being the Pope because of the child molestation controversy that came out. Thanks to the, I was about to say, thanks to the movie's Spotlight, but no, before that.
Also, what is happening?
Don Cheadle is out here talking. Who knows why?
Now here are 5 impressive directors who told
Best Director Award.
Robert Eggers.
Robert Eggers. Future best friend, Robert Eggers. What up, my dude?
Future best friend. Wow.
Oh, yeah. That's another callback to previous Cinemateq videos.
And their own insanity at bay in the lighthouse. Alma Harrell.
Alma Harrell, honey boy.
For boldly and artfully weaving the past and present of a child actor on the rise and the troubled father who both hurts and helps him in Honey Boy.
She did really well on Honey Boy.
Julius Ona.
This is for Luce? Okay.
For a tough and powerful look at Christmas and the story of an adopted all-star
Julius
high
Ona.
school
Okay,
athlete
cool.
whose stellar reputation is suddenly
Just quickly, I was like saying, August Orange County was good family drama. Love when they show dysfunctional family on screen, which is reality around the world. True. Safdie Brothers for Uncut Gems, also a nominee. Who do we think is going to win this? Rahan's saying Eggers, but he's thinking the Safdies are going to win.
Yeah, I think Safdie's going to win too. Oh, the director of Hustlers.
Yeah, Lorraine Scafaria.
First take on a true story about crime, sex, and business set amid the world of New York strip clubs and the women who decide.
Yeah, Eggers. I want Eggers to win, personally. I also want Greta Gerwig to win, but she's not nominated.
And the award for Best Director goes to...
The award goes to...
Benny Safdie and Josh Safdie.
Safdie Brothers.
Safdie Bros. I think we can pretty much guarantee that Uncut Gems is going to win Best Picture, although they haven't done Best Actor yet. If Adam Sandler wins that, then definitely they get Best Picture.
I still don't want Adam Sandler to win anything.
Why not?
Because I still don't forgive him for making all those bad movies. And I also have this theory that it's only because he made so many bad movies that his acting shines so much now. And like, I don't think anybody else would have been given the same chance to make a dozen bad movies.
Did you not
that
watch?
Make one good one and then like get a bunch of awards for it.
Did you not watch the Uncut Gems discussion video that I put up on this channel where I talked about his acting in that film?
I did.
And how he was playing against type?
Yes.
And that's why he was getting so much praise?
No, I get that. But I don't think that was the only reason. I said it's my theory, okay?
Going back to the chat while these guys, for everyone who cares, the Safdie brothers are both reading their acceptance speeches at the same time. And everyone's laughing. Okay, so Dory was saying, I love Sunset Limited starring Sam Jackson.
They're good actors too. Safdie brothers. Look at them.
Dory, are you giving Sunset Limited as an example of a film that's kind of based off of a stage play? Because I'm not familiar with Sunset Limited. And then I already said that Rahan wanted Eggers to win, but the Safdies take it. You are correct. Dory wanted Uncut Gems to win, so Dory is a happy person, no doubt. Rahan is great. Tony the Tigering it a little bit. And Abhishek saying, I don't know why, but for me, Hustler was like a B-grade movie. I disagree. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I never felt like I was watching a B-grade film. I think part of that may come from the fact that it just was produced for not a lot of money. Like, the fact that it's at the Independent Spirit Awards gives you kind of an idea of what the budget of it was. I think it was somewhere in the $30 to $40 million range, which, when considering the pay that like Jennifer Lopez would be getting in that film, is not much to make a film that has to live inside the luxury of New York in order to like make it feel vibrant and real and alive.
I think the color palette was unusual for a serious movie.
Because it was so
colorful, and it's the strippers' world. Maybe that might have made it seem less serious as well. I'm not criticizing her for the use of those colors. It's just
I don't think Abhishek means, and like Abhishek, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think they mean B grade in terms of it not being like serious, like only A grade films can be serious, but just that it felt kind of like a low, like, I mean, it is a low budget film. I guess that's what the weird thing is. Like, I don't know, Abhishek, if you can like be a little bit more specific. Wait, Hustler was not like an Oscar award worthy movie. It's a good popcorn movie.
Yeah,
but not like the movie you see at award shows. I agree that it's not a film you typically see at award shows, but I think that's the fault of award shows and not the film.
But I think he's saying that to him, it's not worthy of Oscars either.
Yeah, and I think in certain and I think for a lot of the categories you can make the case. I still think that Jennifer Lopez should have been nominated, and I think that Cynthia Erivo being nominated for Best Actress is an example of why it should have been done, because when you look at Harriet as a film, I watched it just the other day, and it's not like worthy of the Academy Award, but I am fine with Cynthia Erivo getting nominated for it. So the fact that she's there representing the film because of her performance, I'm cool with that. And I think that Jennifer Lopez also deserved that chance to, be at the Oscars with the film. But yeah, in the case of Harriet, I can totally understand like that kind of idea that it's not up to snuff as far as award films go. But I think Hustlers makes a much better case for itself over a film like Harriet, and got shut out. So.
The president stopped this with a stroke of his pen.
Let's see, where were we here? Oh, Dory just saying The Sunset Limited is about Samuel L. Jackson and Tommy Lee Jones debating the existence of God. Yo, I want to see that movie.
No, that sounds amazing.
Dory, thank you. I am in.
Raihan's saying, I thought Hustlers was going to be May, but it turned out to be
above average,
I think. Yeah. I can't read it. You have to read it.
The screenplay, especially the dialogue, has some meat in there. The costumes and the way Scafari directed it is something.
Yeah. The way it was directed, like it was about strippers, and there was a lot of nudity, but there was never a moment where you felt like, even in that scene where Jennifer Lopez does her pole dancing bit, you never feel like you're like gawking at these women and their bodies.
Yeah, I think the film was specifically constructed to like highlight and empower the women who are in it.
Yeah. So I think that was something to be celebrated. Yeah.
You're watching the film.
And then Rahan saying, agree with how the Hustlers look and the cinematography is great. Abhishek saying, Harriet, sorry for spelling, got nomination, maybe because she is the only black actress nominated this year. Potentially, like I wouldn't put it past the Oscars to be a little bit political, but I think if we're going to go down that road, then we also have to look at every other case where they didn't nominate someone for that reason. So I prefer thinking that Cynthia Erivo deserves a nomination. I just think that there were a lot of other people that also deserve nominations who didn't get it.
I wish Regina was here in the comments.
Yeah, I think Regina's said she'd be here for the Oscars. Yeah, she's going to be with us tomorrow.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe she's out there in the audience.
Maybe.
At the Spirit Awards.
Maybe. Hey, it's Evan Rachel Wood. Hi, Evan Rachel Wood.
Isn't this the... No, that's not Evan Rachel Wood.
Yes, it is.
Isn't this the lady from that Amazon Prime show.
And when I told her,
Oh, the Marvelous.
Wonderful,
The
yeah.
Marvelous Miss
Marvelous,
Maisel?
wonderful.
Or whatever?
Yeah.
No, that's Evan Rachel Wood.
Really?
maybe
Yeah.
not that.
Guys, if anyone's watching this, who is that? The blonde lady. Who is it? Tell us.
There are 5 men who also made the brave and ultimately brilliant decision to act. These are the nominees for
I'm
Best
so sure
Male
that's Evan Rachel Wood.
No, you might be right. It's just she looked so different to me.
Best male lead. Here we go, y'all.
Give me liberty.
Chris. What? Chris Gilsip? Give Me Liberty? Chris Gilsip? The Spirit Awards like lay bare how little I know about indie film. It just tells me that I've been going to all the wrong movies at TIFF.
So Adam Sandler for Uncut Gems is nominated.
Shout out if you think Kevin Garnett should have been nominated for something for his role as Kevin Garnett in Uncut Gems.
This is how I work.
Calvin Harrison Jr.
Loose. Calvin Harrison Jr. for Loose.
Loose has been getting some nominations.
Yeah.
It's probably worth checking out. I think it might be on Netflix.
I think like everything in this awards show.
Robert Pattinson, The
checking
Lighthouse.
Is he there in the audience? Have you seen
No.
him? He's not, right?
Defoe mentioned that in his speech that he wasn't there.
Okay.
Matthias
Oh.
Schoenaerts for The Mustang.
I always called him Shoners.
He comes from
But
a
apparently-
long line of ships.
Ships.
Schooners.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
The Spirit Award for Best Male Lead goes to. Whoops, tearing things up.
Hair.
Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler, y'all. Adam Sandler with the win.
I mean, at least I hope that this makes him make more serious movies in the future and quit doing the shitty ones he's been doing for years.
I mean, he just signed a new deal with Netflix for like $250 million. So he's going to continue making the films that he wants to make.
Why does he want to make those movies? There's so many movies to make. So many stories to tell.
I think he just wants to get paid money to hang out with his friends, honestly.
Well, you can still make good movies while you're hanging out with your friends.
Would you watch a serious movie that had like Paul Blart and Dana Carvey and Roy Schneider in it? Like, would you really sit down and watch that serious film?
I love you. Just in case they cut me off, I love you to my wife.
Okay, by serious, I don't mean that it can't be a comedy.
You just mean it to be a well-made comedy.
Yeah,
that
it
doesn't
should
have
be
Adam
well
Sandler
made.
doing
Yes,
Adam Sandler
yes.
jokes?
No, Adam Sandler should never be making Adam Sandler jokes.
But he's
No, okay.
he's
if
making Adam Sandler
if
jokes
he's-
in his acceptance speech. He can only be who he is.
I'm tired, guys.
See, the streaming is hard, right? I'm just talking the whole time.
Yeah. Also, your love for Adam Sandler is
This
hard
thing,
to
I
beat.
don't.
No, I'm saying like okay, he has good jokes and he has good movies from the past too. In that video, I commented, "The Wedding Singer" is my favorite Sandler movie.
Yes.
But I'm just saying that for the past 10 years or so, he's been making terrible stuff.
Yeah.
And he should just quit making that stuff. Make good stuff, Adam Sandler. That's
But
what
if
I'm
you
saying.
make terrible stuff that you get paid a lot of money to make, and you get to hang out with your friends all the time, and you continue to get money to make these terrible things, why wouldn't you just keep making terrible things?
Because there is more to life than making money. Wouldn't you want to be satisfied with your work?
If someone was going to give me $200 million to hang out with my friends, and all I had to do was make like one shitty movie a year, I probably would take that money.
The thing is, no, you can still hang out with your friends, you can still get the money, and you can still make a good movie. So why not? You know?
True.
Anyways, who cares? Anyways, nobody cares about what we think.
True.
He's still gonna be making his movies, so.
Yep. Let's go back to the chat. Abhishek saying, awards always get blamed for being white, so pitting an actress, which will not win for sure, just keep the controversy away. I understand the sentiment, but I think if awards bodies were that into that kind of thinking, then Greta Gerwig would be in for Best Director, because award shows often get accused for having too many men in the director's thing. And also the way that the Oscars are set up, we can't think of it as like a homogenous group who just kind of decide, oh yeah, we're going to put the black actress in because we don't want people to think we're racist. Like, that's not how the nomination process really works. And I think in the case of Cynthia Erivo getting it, like, I like the fact that she's there, and I think that she deserves to be there. And I'm just going to take that on merit instead of trying to look at some sort of like conspiracy inside the actor wing of the Academy, because I can't just see like all of those potentially hundreds, if not thousands, of people getting together and being like, okay, guys, we all have to pick the one black actress who we're going to elevate above everyone else. We can't get our wires crossed, because if we do, we're going to accidentally nominate like 5 black actresses. I don't think that's the kind of stuff that's going on.
One thing that could have happened, and this is a conspiracy theory on my part, but if some white producer campaigned for Harriet very hard, that could be the reason.
I believe the lead producer on Harriet is African American.
Okay, then I'm wrong.
I believe.
But you know that's been known to have happened. So.
Yeah.
No, those aren't homeless rabbis.
Yeah, that's why I thought maybe that was the same thing again, but
yep.
Nope.
No, it could very well have been the people who were hired to do the campaign for the film in award season. That's definitely part of it as well, which doesn't get a lot of attention in the press, but it's something that definitely happens.
Yeah, no, that's how, like, I love Jennifer Lawrence, but that's how she got her Oscar.
The campaign?
Yeah. Yeah, Harvey Weinstein campaigned really heavily for her, and she got it.
Yeah. Go back to the chat. Dory saying, I want Adam Sandler to win. You got it. Rahan saying, Sandman for the win. You got it. Ebedek saying, haha, I'm so bad. Wait, what? Ebedek saying, haha, I'm so bad, not seen most of the movies from this award. Yeah, I've seen some of them. I can't even remember who the nominees were at this point. Rahan saying, this is how I win. So yeah, you got it. Abhishek saying, but I still don't see Adam at the Oscars in next 10 years, I think that's saying. Because my cursor's on it, in the next 10 years. I think it really depends on the movies he decides to make. I think he could easily get back there, or at least try to get back there if he wants to. Rahan saying, have you watched The Mirrorwood Stories? It's a bumback film, and Adam Sandler killed in it too. I haven't seen it, but I mentioned it in the Uncut Gems video that I did. It's one that I do actually want to see. Abhishek saying, make money with good money and take away Oscars with a little tongue out. Rahan saying, I think Sandler has his own audience, so he's going to keep making them, and maybe that's just how his own industry works. For example, Uncut Gems got a freaking D at Cinema Score. This is ridiculous, by the way. That's very true. I mentioned it in the Uncut Gems video, but I feel like Adam Sandler has kind of turned into the Nickelback of filmmaking, where he has an audience and people show up for it. And like, if Nickelback were to put out an opera, I'm sure they would get shit on by their fan base because they don't want an opera. They want Nickelback songs.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, and there were hung going on, and that's probably because the people who vote for that expect a Sandler film, but turns out it's an independent, serious thriller. Very true. The Cinema Score thing is an interesting metric, actually. I'm thinking I might do a video on that, just because out of all the ways that films are scored between like Rotten Tomatoes and Metacritic, it's kind of crazy.
Best female lead.
Best female lead.
Elizabeth Moss, for her smell.
She's so good in this movie.
Yeah, she's always wonderful. She's never done a bad job ever.
Go see her smell if you haven't.
Renee Zellweger for Judy.
Yep, Renee Zellweger's winning that one for sure. But just to go back to her smell, if you really like Nirvana or alternative punk stuff from like the early 90s, Bikini Kill, shit like that, you will love her smell.
Hong Chow, Dry Ways.
I have not heard of this film.
I think it was nominated for a couple of other things.
Mary Kay Place, Diane.
Mary Kay Place for Diane. Sorry for cutting you off.
Well, I guess while you took your own sweet time, you went off to God knows where.
I think there was some question as to whether or not Mary Kay Place would get nominated. Oh, Karen Allen was in Colwell and is also nominated. Oh, that's Karen Allen. Oh my god, I didn't recognize her.
No. She's in it too. What's her name? The lady from...
Alfred Woodard, Clemency.
Alfred Woodard?
Yeah.
Clemency.
Clemency.
Clemency, yeah.
Nominated.
The lady from... Mindhunter. Yes.
Oh, right. All right, who do you think's gonna win this? Female lead. Oh, Judy. Yeah, I was just saying Judy will win.
Yeah, probably Judy will win. I love Elizabeth Moss.
Renee Zellweger.
Renee Zellweger.
Renee Zellweger. She gets to practice her acceptance speech again. Let's go back to the chat. I think Abhishek is saying, if they make nomination on merits, then many actress and actors would have got nomination.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I think we can all point to, in certain categories especially, people getting shut out who should not have been. But it's also tough because I think we look at the categories and we can point out to individual performances and say, yeah, they actually did deserve it. So, yeah. But yeah, I think when, and I've said this before, when the Oscar, when the pool of people voting and nominating for the Oscar switches over to a younger demographic, I think we're going to start seeing better, or at least different types of performances and different actors being nominated on the regular for these kinds of things. Dory's saying Adam Sandler Inner Circle is Chris Rock, Rob Schneider, David Spade, and Kevin James. Yep, they're all in the Happy Madison films. Abhishek saying Judy will win. You're right. Rehan saying I'm going Brave for lead actress and predict Elfie Woodard. Sorry, my dude.
Yeah, and he noticed.
Yeah. Okay, Zellweger sweeping. Hard sweeping.
Yeah. Have you seen the Meyerowitz stories? I feel like...
We addressed that.
Yeah?
Yeah, we're talking about it.
No. Yeah, but I feel like I just ignored a bunch of comments. That's why.
But that's why I'm here.
Yes, I know.
Taking care of this.
Yes.
Yeah. We should go see Clemency.
Yes.
I want to see that. I don't know how long it's still going to be in
Just
Tiffany.
grabbing my hair in the back.
I'm just putting my arm back here. It's comfortable.
Yeah. That's why I keep doing this. To free my hair from his... what?
From my arm.
Yeah. No, I was going to use like a ridiculous word there, but...
From my flappy grabber?
No, from your oppression.
Oh, God. I don't want to be
flappy grabber is better.
Is that a better word for oppression, you think? Should we now refer to oppression as flappy grabber?
No, let's not do that. No.
Does it undercut the
No,
seriousness
but I will call your arm the flappy grabber from now on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, Abhishek saying Henry Wine, whatever his name.
Weinstein.
We're okay with not actually saying his name. Was very good on getting his actors Oscars with heavy marketing and promotion and influencing the voters. You can watch the whole video on YouTube. How he influenced the voters and got Sheep in Love actress her first Oscar, which got a lot of controversy. Oh, Shakespeare in Love actress her first Oscar.
Gwyneth Paltrow.
Gwyneth Paltrow, yeah. See, that was interesting because like when that happened, I was young. I think that film came out in '99 or '98 or so. So I would have been
late
like
90s.
I would have been in my early teens when I was going through it, and I remember from the lead up, people were definitely not talking about the campaigning that people were doing behind the scenes, but a lot of the discussion around her nomination and her eventual win basically came down to the fact that she got breast reduction surgery to play the role.
Really?
And people were like, "Oh,
I didn't know that."
She was willing to do like it's not just like someone like putting on a lot of weight or losing a lot of weight. It's like literally altering the composition of your body through surgery in order to play a role properly. And that was what I think a lot of people pointed to and said, "Yeah, that's what we're going to give the award to."
Did she actually get that surgery?
Yeah, as far as I know, yeah, she needed to get breast reduction surgery in order to play it because I think. In the film, she's trying to play like a male actor, and she needed to have small enough breasts in order to pull that off believably.
So they didn't have binders back in the 90s. There you go.
I guess. Maybe I'm totally wrong on that, and I've just been like thinking about that, or thinking about it.
Maybe there was some asshole director. No, okay, who was the director for that movie?
I have no idea.
But someone, or one of the producers, or somebody came out and said like, we just have to have the real thing. Someone with small breasts. We can't just use a binder, because then it won't be realistic or something like that.
Yeah, that could be.
Even though it would be, I think, realistic. If you want to make it look realistic, it will look realistic.
And then Abhishek also went on to say, and then later she blamed Harry for molesting her, which was funny. Accusations of rape are not funny. And first you need Oscar, then blame. I'm not willing to go down that road, Abhishek. I don't want to speak to how people come to accuse the people who have wronged them and who have molested and raped them and sexually assaulted them. I don't think it's appropriate to put any kind of funniness onto that situation. But now we all get to watch a very awkward moment in
Juno.
In Juno. Oh, Michael Cera. How dare they not say this wasn't a Canadian feature?
Technically. It's a technically.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it wasn't even not technically one, just isn't one. Just because Jason Reitman is Canadian doesn't mean that it's a Canadian film.
It's a Canadian film, yeah.
It's got to be made with Canadian money. I tried to make this point so hard when I was in university.
And Michael Cera is Canadian?
Michael Cera's Canadian, yeah. But you know, he's Canadian in the way that he was born here and now he lives in Los Angeles all the time.
Yeah, but that's the thing with all of them. Even YouTubers who make it big on YouTube, they move down to LA now.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, nobody wants to stay here. It was minus 25 today. That might have something to do with it.
True.
Thanks for having me in mind your responsible shot over the house. Though the Academy didn't show Juno any love, the $240 million box office rocketed Reitman, Page, and Cera straight to the
Abhishek, I just want to let you know that I did remove that one post you just made because I absolutely disagree with that sentiment. No one allows themselves to be molested. So let's just end that conversation here. Thank you.
Okay, back to the awards.
And now, to present our final award.
The final
Last
award.
one. We're at the end.
Sorry.
We're at the end? Wow.
I guess so, yeah. We've done all the big ones.
Your ex in public, but here we go. The producer and star of Netflix's The Irishman, Robert De Niro.
Robert De Niro coming out to hand out Best Picture.
Who dressed him? Who dressed you, Robert De Niro?
Probably himself from the looks of it.
Yeah, it looks like he just got up, went to his closet and was like, yeah, I'm just gonna put a t-shirt on.
He didn't even tuck it in at the back.
No.
My hero.
That's what it looks like.
Really, Aubrey? She was so cute when she was younger.
That's creepy. That's a creepy thing to say.
Thank you, Aubrey.
No, I think she meant it in a way that, children are, they don't talk back to you when they're younger.
Well, no, because her lead-in was like, it's so awkward to see your exes at these things. And she brought out Robert De Niro.
Oh, no, I missed that.
Yeah.
That is creepy.
That is creepy. Oh, dear.
This is also Tribeca's first year as a qualifying festival, and we are proud to be part of the Film Independent family.
Oh, Tribeca is now a qualifying festival for the Independent Spirit Awards. That's interesting.
Rooted in the independent spirit, along with our 14 creators.
And I think De Niro is like the owner or president of Tribeca, which I guess is why he's out here.
Independent film and the same
I wonder if he would have been campaigning for Burning Cane then, since it won Best Feature at Tribeca.
I'm sure there's an article somewhere down on the internet.
Just so you all know, I am trying to get press credentials for Tribeca. It's probably not going to happen, but if I do, I'm going to be able to report from Tribeca, so get ready for that. Or not, because I probably won't get it, but I might.
Okay, Best Feature. Clemency.
Yeah, did you go see this?
Yeah, for sure. It's out now, too.
Yeah. Oh, Hidden Life. Terrence Malick. What up, dude?
I was going to say, it looks like a Terrence Malick film. Oh, no, I can't see this one. No, I can't handle that movie. The Farewell.
Well deserved. Well deserved.
Marriage Story.
I wonder what. I mean, I guess yeah. Uncut Gems will win this. Is it nominated? It's nominated for Best Picture, right? Yeah. Okay. Uncut Gems.
Uncut Gems.
All right, Best Picture. Let me know what you guys think is gonna win. Uncut Gems makes a lot of sense considering how much has won already.
Right.
And the Spirit Award for Best Feature goes to The Farewell.
The Farewell! What?
Whoa!
Holy shit! I don't think anyone expected that. Yo,
the
director is shocked right
She's
now.
shocked.
Yeah, she doesn't know what's going on. That's wild. How even my cat is surprised.
Yeah.
How does Uncut Gems get Best Director, Best Actor, what, Best Screenplay as well?
Rocco's excited now.
Yeah, Rocco's come back to life. What? Yo, that's nuts.
Wow. That is...
Yo, guys, tell me your feelings. Look at that, Rahan with a what? A big all caps what? I agree, my friend. Good God. That's nuts. And also saying in all caps, that's great, but it's a surprise. Yeah, it's a huge surprise. That's craziness. Damn, alright. And Abhishek saying for farewell, and then saying also that it's a slap to the Oscars.
I think we missed...
I'm going to address it later.
Okay, no, Rayhan's.
Oh.
For Uncut Gems won editing, lead actor, the director. What are you predicting? I still think it's gonna be Marriage Story. He thought it was gonna be.
Oh, yeah, Rahan thought it was gonna be Marriage Story.
Yeah, unfortunately not.
Yeah.
But The Farewell is pretty good.
Also, Dory was just, or no.
And Abhishek saying we should see something about Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah. And I'm going to come back to that. But then also, One Time Chunk, who I have not seen in the chat before, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Saying that this is a few minutes behind, but the thing between Aubrey and De Niro, they were in Dirty Grandpa together, and it was an inside joke.
Oh.
So thank you. Thank you for that.
For explaining it to us, yeah.
I'm just at this point right now where I believe that there is no innocent thing left in Hollywood, and I'm not able to think about things on that level. So thank you for bringing me back.
Yeah.
Dory wanted Uncut Gems to win. It did not. And yeah, Rahan's saying that that's weird since Marriage Story is the only film that got nominated for the Oscars Best Picture. Yeah, but I guess the Independent Spirit Awards don't care about that as a metric, I guess. But yeah, it's wild. It's wildness.
You can absolutely do it. And
yeah, I guess I'll just go back up to what I was talking about with Abhishek before when we were talking about Gwyneth Paltrow. I did delete that message with reason, but then Abhishek saying I don't support what he did, but people remain quiet because they see opportunities. I think people remain quiet because when Weinstein was in a position of power, he had the ability to ruin careers. So the idea that they went along with it because they saw the opportunities, I don't buy.
So I think it was kind of like you either get the carrot or the stick.
Yeah, the stick being his
he was
penis.
gonna ruin your career, so there was a lot of threat there as well.
Yeah, he had the ability in Hollywood to completely blacklist someone. And so we're not just talking about the opportunity to win an award, we're talking about the ability to work, the ability to make a living. And that is the definition of a power imbalance that is used in cases of rape, essentially. That is what it is. It is a power imbalance. It is a powerful person trying to exert power over someone, and it's wrong. It's wrong in all regards. And I know, Abhishek, that you said that you don't support what he did, but I also don't think that putting blame down on the victims helps us in any way, or helps them in any way. And then yeah, Abhishek was also saying, but you guys should see the video about how he manipulates the Oscars for so many years. Something good to learn about how marketing campaigns work at the Oscars. And yeah, I think for that point, yes, it is good for people to see and to understand how certain people get nominated for certain things. And then Abhishek saying that yes, farewell, so happy. Hell yeah, I think we're all pretty happy.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty excited, pretty shocked.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't even know what to do with myself right now.
What a great way to end this awards show, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
it's called The Farewell.
A full year, a rollout that took
poetic.
so much time.
Yeah.
And not a lot of money.
Or as Alanis Morissette would say, isn't it ironic?
Give us the platform
Yes.
so that everybody knows
That was on the radio
Don't you think?
earlier.
later. And I have to just
Yeah.
thank my family.
I'm gonna try to avoid your hair.
Thank you very much.
Doing my best.
I have to thank my parents, of course, and my entire family, especially my Nana.
There's a new comment.
Dory's saying, I am happy A Hidden Life was nominated for Independent Spirit Awards for Best Picture. I haven't seen it yet, but...
That's a Terrence Malick one, right?
Yeah. I really want to see that because it looks great. Like, so many of Malick's previous last couple of films have been bordering on experimental with the way they present their narrative.
Also self-indulgent, I would say.
You could say that. Tree of Life especially, I think, is an example of that. And this one, A Hidden Life, looks more... not like a straightforward narrative film, because I don't know if Terrence Malick is capable of making one, or that he'd be interested in making one. But yeah, it seems like it's a bit more conventional, and I'd be interested to see how he approaches a more conventional narrative. What?
I don't know what's happening right now.
I guess they just thought they needed to do something.
Funny how they're all leaving.
Yeah, they're all getting the hell out. They got to go to the parties, or they got to get their sleep for tomorrow. Let's see. Dory's saying... oh, wait, no. Abhishek's saying... this year, Asians shining at awards makes me happy being an Asian.
I think we're going to be seeing more of that. This is just the start.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And Abhishek also saying, Asia have so many great talent, and 2019 will open doors to many actors and movies for world. Yeah, no doubt. I think we're going to see a lot of that coming.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, the awards are over. We're all done. I don't know if we really need to do a recap of this, as most of the stuff we've been doing on this channel has been geared towards the Oscars, which is tomorrow. I think everyone here who's in the chat and who's still watching with us knows that we're going to be live streaming tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be doing an hour of the red carpet. Maybe we'll come on a bit later, or a bit earlier, to do a bit more of the red carpet. Who knows? Keep an eye on the Twitter, at Cinemateq with an _. I'll be letting everyone know when we're going to be going live, and also giving you the link so you can find us and you can come join us. Also, just mention it again, if you want to fill out an Oscar ballot and get into the fun, you have until tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern when the award ceremony starts. That is when we are going to cut off the voting, and of course that's when we're going to start looking at what's going on. So we're going to start cracking the champagne and figuring out who's going to be drunk tomorrow night. It's going to be me. I'm going to be the drunk one.
It's going to be me.
I'm
a lightweight.
You have to drive.
Yes, that is correct. I forgot about that.
I'll be the drunk one. So yeah, thank you again to everyone who tuned in. We'll just do a quick roundup of what's going on in the chat. I think Abhishek getting the last comment into the evening. See you tomorrow for the Oscars. Hope you guys will be ready with evening gown and black tie dress code. LOL.
I think we should do it.
I mean,
we should do it. We should go for it.
He's only saying for me black tie.
Yeah.
I could just add a black tie to this, and I'm good. You need a gown.
That's not what you're saying, right?
Maybe you could turn this shirt into a gown. I think it's long enough. Do we need to go?
I own proper gowns.
True. It is only 7:30. Maybe we could get to a Value Village, and maybe it has like a really elegant dress that we can buy for like $1.
$1?
$1.
Yeah, even the t-shirts go for $5 now.
It's been a while since I've gone to Value Village.
So.
We'll see,
we'll
Abhishek.
Figure that one out.
We'll get back to you tomorrow with that.
Also, please, can you tell him that he won't get away with it just by putting on a tie?
I like setting low expectations. You guys have last chance to shine at Oscars is the last award of the season. It's true. I guess we better come hard.
Yeah.
True. All right.
True, Abhishek. Thank you.
We'll try our best.
Yeah.
We weren't planning on any of this, so it's all going to be very last minute. So that's about it. I was just saying I should wear a proper suit. We'll see what happens. Thank you once again for everyone
He'll
who
do his
joined in. I know there's been about 4 or 5 of you who've been with us the entire time. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
It's been a blast. And we'll see you tomorrow. Make sure to come back. Tell your friends. Get some other people in here to join us. Let's get this chat hopping. Let's get drunk together. Come
Yes.
get drunk with me.
Yes.
All right.
And maybe I'll take an Uber tomorrow and get drunk.
Woo! Sounds like a good one. I was just saying good night. Long day for me. Enjoy it, man.
Enjoy your Sunday.
Do the best you can. And we'll see you in a few. Yeah. Bye, everyone. Oop, end.